Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to start a lively show. We have our senpai here, Hermsaur, aka Bulbasaur. Let's start the show and have a good time. Who knows how the show will end, how it will go, but let's start it.
What is good, husbandos and waifus? It is your boys, the Brotakus, and welcome to another episode of the Anime Lately podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my Brotakus. Introducing first, the Game Master, the divine god woken of divinity, the director of anime, Mr. King of Games himself, Ray Apollo! Our next creature is the demon in the Black Clover community. He has a great love for weekly show and jump, the Hurricane Typhoon Legendary Bash, Miguel Parra. Our next Brotaku is the CEO of the Careful for Spoilers podcast network, founder of the No Anime, No Life Facebook group. He is JB, exclusive, the great and talented James Barnes. And finally, our special guest. He is an anime YouTuber consisting of kawaii reaction videos. What makes them kawaii, you ask? Because they are kimochi. The god with the gears who dresses so fly. Yes, you heard right. I said god, a Greek god from mythology, the god of messenger. And his message is hentai till I die. All I have to say is respect. He is also number one on PokeTubing. My proof, he combines his name with the number one Pokemon on the Pokédex. That's Bulbasaur. That's why. Husbandos and waifus, give it up for the Kimochi Sword, Hermsaur!
10 seconds.
How y'all doing?
Can we get an F in chat for Sam, because after that one I'm sure his mom about to whoop his ass.
I think I locked my doors.
I hope so because if not, she'll be coming like, damn, what the China?
You think she'd get used to it?
You would think
so.
We've been doing this for a while.
We've been doing this for almost 2 years, and which I'm shocked she's not used to this because Sam told like a couple weeks ago that his mom was knocking at his door hard. Like
No, that was my dad, and that was during the Heavenly Controller episode.
It makes sense why.
Oh god.
That was fun though. That was a fun episode.
But Herms, do you know that Sam before he asked me to just flip it, he asked me to first wear it. And I'm like, boy, it's 75 degrees out in New York City weather and AC. You tell me to wear it? He's like, wait, Sam. Wait, Miguel. I have it in the turn. I'm like, what is it? Just have it right next to you and just flip it when I go on my life. Why didn't you say that in the first place? Telling me to wear it. You wild.
No,
boy.
see, the thing is, like, it's like about 80 degrees, but I'm still wearing a sweater.
Right?
Which is why I have the air conditioning on, because like I like to hide my shame. So I got these boobs that are like bigger than some of my waifus. So
I mean,
there's
same,
issues.
but I ain't scared. It's all good.
I'm okay with my body.
I'm scared.
In almost all your videos, I've seen you wear a sweater all the time. Like in most
Yeah.
of your videos, your vlogs, I'm like, how is he wearing a sweater and shorts and still goes out like that?
Yeah.
And
Man.
sometimes, like, literally,
Look at them thighs, boy.
big
But
boy.
let's give some
big
fan
boy.
service real quick.
Mm.
Let's go.
That's gonna cost y'all extra on the Patreon, just so you know.
It's thick season here.
This is a
Well-
TH, guys. TH.
It's rated R out here. It's rated R for
Rated
sure.
R.
All right. So for those who don't know, for Herm, can you give a little introduction for yourself?
So I'm Hermes or Hermsaur on the internet. Not only am I an anime YouTuber, I'm also the best Pokemon YouTuber. But I mostly make videos on anime. Mostly the current stuff. The main shonen though that I do cover is of course My Hero and Black Clover. Recently just picked up One Piece. And then I stream a lot on Twitch. So Twitch is usually like where I do like a bunch of like whatever the I could curse whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So
go right ahead.
I could play whatever game I fucking want that is
Mhm.
allowable that won't get me banned. But overall, I'm just an anime YouTuber. I was like a hidden weeb because before it wasn't cool. Now you can put it on your Christian Mingles page and it'll be like a bonus for you if you're a Christian and you like anime. But I also forgot I am the #1 fucking Christian YouTuber on the platform. So
Oh,
there you go.
oh. Do you
Well,
have
I'm
a
out here.
Christian? Do you have a Christian Minecraft server I could join?
Nah. I'm only on Christian Mingles.
Oh, I can't find you there. My wife will get mad. Okay.
Can I sign up?
Recently, I on my comment section, I got offered to join the Illuminati. So I'm debating if I'm gonna join.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, Herms, I gotta give props to you. The way you handle your comment section, because I've been a fan for you for like 2-something years to 3, I believe now. And I gotta say, your comment section is the most interesting one. Like I've been, through ciphers, Roger, like other comments. I just be strolling. I'm not the type of person who really comments. I'd like to read them just to be out of curiosity. Right. Yours is the most interesting, wild, and most disrespectful, most dumbest one. That's like the most bundle I could have it as. It's
a weird place. I feel like I'm just also an easy target. Because Roger, he's like PG as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So like if someone talks shit about him, they look even worse because he's just a clean guy. He's Disneyed out.
Dude. He's really
very
nice.
true. He's very nice.
And then when it comes to me, they just see like a fat Asian guy. Oh, typical anime lover, probably virgin. Excuse me, which I'm not. And then
perfect timing.
He probably stink. Like, nah, man. Like
that's a great impersonation, especially with that flip too.
Right? Like a perfect timing for it.
I know, but like I just get labeled a certain thing. But so like I get a lot of trolls. Like there was one, it was really bad. I think it was before you guys started coming to my streams. It was I was getting raided. I think it was either from 4chan or Reddit, but I was getting raided. It was a really bad raid too. Yes. They raided my Discord, and then they photoshopped a ton of pictures of me in gay porn.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, it was really bad. Yikes. And then my mods didn't know how to handle it because it was a lot. It was a lot to take in, and I was like, "Come on, guys!"
Yikers.
Like,
yeah, it gets pretty bad. But
I understand people sometimes, like the trolls and everything. Like, what do you have the time for that? Like, why do you just do it?
They crave attention, dude. They need it.
Yeah, they really do. That's why I tend to just like honestly ignore it. I know one person, really, especially like JoJo fans, right? Because I don't want to get into that series. Like, I don't plan on covering it, but I don't have an opinion on it because I've never watched it. I neither hate it or like it.
Right.
But they're like, oh, because you don't watch it, you must hate the show. I'm like, no, not at all.
That's the internet, man. Of course, yeah.
So it just gets bad, and then people just are very demanding of certain things, and I just tell them like, honestly, I do whatever the fuck I want because if I do something that I don't want to do, then your guys are gonna see that I don't like to do it.
Yep.
So I just take it in stride. It's to the point where I don't read my comment section as much, but do you guys have like the YouTube Studio app on your phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how you could see the comments?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I get messed up most of the time.
I feel that.
Yeah, so that's why I rarely open it.
I'm happy that between me and Sam's usually the one that handles it since he's the one that mostly on the computer and writes it, since I'm the one always, doing the work, wise, and everything edit. So
yeah,
unless it's stuff like Black Clover stuff, I deal with since Sam normally handles that stuff that I cover with the guys, Rain James only. Me, I only cover that comment section. But sometimes we just be having some interesting more comments lately. The more that we've been getting more views lately for our My Hero discussion videos and everything, our Boruto videos and everything like that. Lately, some people just be extra detail, extra critique on what we're saying. I'm like, so do you agree with or disagree, or you just want to be mad at us? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you feel with us? Like, it's like a bit confusing.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather have them than the whole bots that says like, "Oh, we like your video." Literally 4 comments, like your video, or like, "Hey, do you want to check out my channel? Hey, do you want to be YouTube friends?" Like, oh man,
Those
like,
are my
oh.
favorite. Like I'm
But-
like, yeah, I want to be your friend.
Nah, but thing is, the most I've seen from Herm's channel is that they love to spoil him a lot, and also
Oh yeah.
they literally don't check his channel. Like I know I was on the stream like one night, and they asked, "Do you watch Black Clover or do you cover Black Clover?" I'm like, "How have you not known Herm for the past 2 years? He's been covering Black Clover manga and the anime." It's like so like that's something I don't understand of how with the community with Twitch or YouTube, people just ask questions without even kind of do at least a bit of research.
No, I think a lot of those people come from Heavenly too, because people always ask Heavenly to cover Black Clover, and Heavenly's not really a big fan of it.
Mm.
But like they don't think that I do it, because people think that I do exactly the same thing as Heavenly, but I obviously don't.
Of course.
But it's just funny because they're like, we're just waiting for you to start reacting to the Black Clover anime. I'm like, I don't fucking react to Black Clover. Only losers react to Black Clover.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, how about My Hero Academia? I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is that like Naruto? What is that?
Or is that Boku no Pico?
Yeah, like
show heard.
And obviously I have fucking Deku right here, Or like, hey, have you ever watched Demon Slayer? I'm like,
No.
no, I've never seen it before.
When you have like 5 drawings right there on your wall, it's just showing that whole drawing. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
here's Nezuko, Tanjiro, the whole squad. Yeah, I don't react to it at all. I just have them because they're cute.
No, yeah, but I like to troll back. So, but sometimes some people look at it like, oh, you shouldn't do that because you're putting them on blast. I'm like, they're putting themselves on
For
blast.
themselves, yeah.
Yeah, like they're the ones publicly posting or publicly saying something. So I just, especially if it's funny and I have like a quick like reaction to it, I usually like save it, or I make a video like that one video I made where I'm like, I don't watch a Black Clover. Only losers watch Black Clover.
I mean, I get you.
Speaking of Black Clover, it's
or
coming back
watching it.
apparently.
Yes,
Yes, it just got well, not really confirmed, but rumored to be coming back the same week as One Piece. One Piece coming back the 28th, the same day as Digimon new episode.
Digimon's coming back?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's coming back the same Saturday as well. Digimon's coming out that 28th, the same day as One Piece, and Black Clover I think comes out the following week. Is it 7th, July 7th, I think, but it's not been confirmed. But yeah, I'm happy that they're coming back for the summer season because summer season is looking interesting.
Yeah. All the stuff that got pushed back are coming out those days.
Yeah.
That's good though, because we've been waiting and waiting.
No,
and waiting.
absolutely.
And plus the new trailer of God High School came out today too. Did anybody see it today?
I haven't
Nah,
seen it yet.
I haven't seen.
Watch it.
And I don't plan on seeing it yet.
The OST.
I haven't even seen the trailer, and people are so mad because I don't want to see it yet. But I haven't seen the trailer for the Attack on Titan season 4 one yet.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That's all.
No, because I'm still getting through season 3.
No, yeah. He's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
catching up. He's playing catch up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then people are like, just watch it anyways. I'm like, you.
No,
that's
don't do
stupid.
that. No, why would you do that?
But you know what's the weirdest thing? The only community that has not spoiled me is the Attack on Titan community.
Because
they're actually
they
nice.
are the best.
They're
They're
actually
very
and,
nice.
and I'm not gonna lie, their anime actually, like, if you spoil something, it ruins the anime. So it's like,
Exactly.
They're
Can't
actually
do
nice
anything.
because Ray, for example, Ray was going through some personal stuff for a good week and a half. He did not watch no Attack on Titan trailer. But me, Sam, and James have read the series, so we don't want to react to it. So we say, hey, Rick, what do you want to react to? He's like, nah. He's like, hey, how you feeling? I'm good. I'm like, want to react to it? He's like, you know what? Sure, why not? And then after a week and a half later, it's still getting views. It's much higher than most videos, and he's still excited. So like, yeah,
It's a win-win. Like,
Ray,
there was no losing.
it has more videos than most of your Tower of God videos.
because everybody hates Tower of God, and I don't know why. Why?
Really?
Yeah,
People
Herms.
like Tower of God.
People
Herms.
don't like
Most
Tower-
people.
People
Herms.
don't like Tower of God. It's
Huh?
weird.
Well, then again, I don't read the comment section.
So for the people I've spoken to don't like it. Like Cypher, he's mixed with it. Kid Otaku, he's not really a fan of it. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it's the YouTube algorithm, I don't know what it is, But Ray's Tower of God video barely does at least 200 views. It does less than that, and for some reason the other videos always does more than 200 views. I'm like, what is it? People don't watch or care for the reactions?
No,
I'm sorry,
I
guys.
think from what I'm getting is that the Tower of God adaptation, the anime adaptation, was done poorly. So like they skimped out on a lot of important information. So that's why I'm going to read Tower of God once the anime is over. But that also makes me like super scared for God of High School, because God of High School is also a webtoon that Crunchyroll
But
picked up. But they might, I'm afraid they're gonna skimp out on some information on that one too.
There's not a lot of information to skip out on in God of High School though.
but yeah, but we'll definitely see. Now Tower of God is like super, like there's a lot of dialogue. It's a dialogue heavy based series. And
yeah, Tower of
anime.
God is absolutely, yeah.
For me, like it's easier for me because I like to react to like slice of life stuff. Like for example, like my fruit basket stuff, I react to it like it's a shonen anime. So I'm
That's why we have
screaming.
her on our thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm screaming at like Akito and whoever. I'm like, this fucking bitch! I swear to God! Like, there's this child who is mean to the main girl, and the comments are, man, he's just a child. Man, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? I literally I forgot what I threw at my computer screen, but I was so pissed off. It's like, why is he such a bitch? I wasn't that much of a bitch when I was a child.
Oh my God.
They were not spanked enough when they were kids.
Oh yeah, and also I used to work with kids, so I was like, so I dealt with shitty kids, and I'm like, man, fuck them kids, man.
I was just so like, I mean, you could be smart like me and you could watch Tower of God and then read it afterwards.
Exactly.
That's what I do. I watch the episode and then I read the chapters that it covers.
The
And
thing
like,
is,
oh, this works.
how much people would be interested if the episodes were more dialogue heavy?
Exactly.
How many
Yeah.
people would be invested?
That's exactly what I was saying. Because if they did the pace of the webtoon, then I bet you it's gonna be like a lot slower.
I have
People
seen
wouldn't be like it.
I've seen some random, curiosity pictures of Tower of God of what they cover, because they cover, I think now 45 episodes or 45 chapters, and and from what I've seen, I prefer currently, from seeing first the anime, I prefer the anime art style, preferring to the webtoon first 45 chapters. But I've been told that it gets a lot better, improved. Like, that's good. It's supposed to improve. But also that the first 45 chapters is a lot more dialogue heavy, like a lot more writing. Like when the girl, what's the main girl, the blonde girl, Rachel, when she was in the bathroom with the other princess in the anime, that was like a 1 minute or like a 25-second type of conversation.
It was barely a minute.
Yeah, sorry. It's like a 25-second conversation. In the webtoon, it was almost a good 10 swipes. It was much longer. So like it's a big difference. I could see why people are not a fan of it, but to me it's not a big deal. I've been enjoying it. I've been having a good time. I've been going off my chair. Even though I'm not reacting, me and Sam been watching together. I'm like positive, like, yo, question. Yo, Sam, what the hell is going on here? I'm confused. Like, why did he do what he did here? I'm confused. What's going on?
That's why that's why I recommend like just watch the anime first before you go into like the manga and get more of the details and contents. Just enjoy it as it is from your first like impression for anything, because animation, of course, your main focus is the animation of the anime, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Herm,
I agree, because I think a lot of people that are upset about the series are not people are people who have read the light novel or the webtoon. Sorry, have read the webtoon, which is a lot of people. People who are anime only actually are like, oh, this is actually not bad. It's very enjoyable if you take it off of face value, and that's how I always looked at it. Like,
same
from face value, it's fun, it's enjoyable, I like it. But then when I go into the comment section, because YouTube Studio hates me, there's like the description. I'm like, it sucks because they didn't do this right, they didn't do this right, they didn't do this right, and they didn't do this right. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have known if I didn't read that comment. But from what I'm taking from it is like, it's not that bad. I like it. But it also goes to like the time of anime now versus before, like with One Piece, because people are intimidated with like One Piece with how many episodes it is. But then the thing is, we have to look at it when anime was being released back in the day. there was not a lot of anime that was being brought to the West.
Yep.
So what they did is they made One Piece so long because that was like one of the very few anime, the big three, which is Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, right? So they did it in a way where they can people can just continuously enjoy it and watch it. Back then, the retention of people was so high because there was no internet. It was television.
That's
it was like
true.
23 minutes,
That's very
30
true.
minutes. Now the retention is like 3 minutes.
It's
So
sad.
that's why if you compare like One Piece chapters compared to like My Hero or Black Clover chapters, there's like so much happening in a My Hero or a Black Clover chapter, and then there's like I think One Piece is a lot faster now, but then back
It
then
is.
it was like super slow because it was just world building. Though there's not much world building you need to do in One Piece now.
Yeah.
No, there's actually a lot.
There
more,
is
but then-
still the stuff
still a
that
lot.
there's still stuff that we're gonna talk about later about Elbaf stuff that's gonna be happening and the end of the Wano arc. That's last. I
Yeah.
think it's Act 4 or Act 3 still going on.
I'm sure I'll find out at some point.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
so Herm, so you, me, and Sam are the only ones that have read or touched One Piece. James and Ray here are scared. Not really scared. They're intimidated for
Eventually,
the.
I started it. I just got other stuff to read.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you pause
That's
it.
understandable. That's
Exactly.
understandable. Like
So-
I think One Piece is not for everyone.
Things right now.
It's not for everyone.
That makes sense.
I think people are just a lot of the people that hate One Piece. One forget, like I told you, the time of retention at back in the day,
Yeah.
and then also they are like extremely intimidated and they just don't touch it. So they're just assuming that it's bad because they're saying, "Oh, the One Piece is just friendship, right?" I'll be damned if it was goddamn friendship. But then Oda confirmed that it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm happy it was because like thank you because a lot of people say like, oh, it's gonna be friendship, so like fairy tale. I'm like, no, One Piece is better than fairy tales. That's one thing, and two, he literally just said,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
Look, I'm an Ippo fan. I'm not scared of a long series. There's other stuff.
Hajime no Ippo.
yeah.
Yes.
That's one that
Yes.
I need to get on.
It's one of the best anime that I've ever watched. Period. I love it.
Is it better than reading?
I felt like it, yeah, because I mean the action is just like, but the manga's also good, but the action in the anime is it's so good.
I gotta get into that. Yeah,
Like,
my
it's
viewers have been
fast as
telling me
hell.
about that one.
It's so good. But no, I'm gonna sit down and get into One Piece. It's just like I said, other
Just
stuff-
take your time. Don't rush
Exactly.
it. Don't rush it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm gonna take my time. I don't like. Imagine trying to rush One Piece. It's like, yeah, I got 800 chapters, 900 chapters plus
Yep.
to read. And
What
I'm like,
are you reading it or
I'm
watching?
gonna burn out both. I'm gonna burn out before I even get close to the middle. So I'm gonna take.
Okay,
the time.
where are you at right now?
So where I am reading wise, we just hit Usopp.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm early still.
okay. Are you're further out on reading?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Usually people say like Arlong Park is where everything changes for people.
It does.
So-
How far is that?
That's
You're
soon.
pretty close to
You're
it.
close.
You're very
Okay.
close to it.
Right after Usopp, it's Sanji, and then after Sanji, you get that.
Okay.
Yeah, but take your time. Like,
I will say so. I like it. It moves pretty quick, if you ask me. Like it's
In the
pretty
manga, yes, manga's
in
quick.
the manga
I'm
moves
like-
really
I'm
quick.
like,
Yeah,
I'm like, this ain't bad at all.
yeah.
So, yeah. Soon.
Yeah, like right now I'm trying to catch up on like Demon Slayer since it's complete. Like I want to read it all the way until the end. There's other stuff that I want to read, but I definitely want to get into One Piece. Like
Yeah, I gotta finish Promise Neverland. Yeah.
Promise Neverland, and I want to finish that too. So
One
Okay.
Piece, I'm gonna start getting back into doing weekly since right now it's about to get into the 1,000th chapter, which is still wild to believe that in almost less than 20 weeks, roughly on his breaks, let's say 25 weeks, he will be reaching his 1,000th chapter. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a
an
big
achievement.
feat.
Yeah.
But Herms, quick question: since you said about the big three a bit earlier, what is your favorite big three? Because I know, let me guess, it probably is One Piece, right?
Yeah, One Piece for sure. Like I've touched Naruto. I've stopped for a long time because I did say I was gonna start watching Naruto, but then I got caught up with we're YouTubers, all of us here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's like so many things that we have to do at the same time.
Mhm.
So yeah, One Piece is definitely one of my big three. It is my favorite big three. I haven't touched Bleach yet. That was probably the
Ooh,
plan.
wait.
I had a series planned with Bleach,
Mm-hmm.
but then I never had a chance to get on that part. So I just ended up like, you know what, I'm gonna catch up to One Piece because it's almost at like 1,000th chapter. So I might as well. I might as well do that.
I can see that. I can see that.
So if those are your big three, what was your first ever anime that you
My first ever anime was I was a little kid, and my mom was just flipping through channels, and then she's like, "Oh, let me show you my one of my favorite things to watch." It was Speed Racer.
Oh.
Yo, nice.
Yeah, so Speed Racer was my first anime. She
anime.
actually got me the complete DVD set too.
That's amazing. I love that.
Which
So
one?
Your
Yeah.
mom is an anime fan?
Yeah, no, my mom is the reason why I got into anime.
That is
My
so
mom
dope.
too. My mom too in a
Yeah.
way. My mom is the one that supported me to watch anime a lot. So that's
Yeah.
dope though.
Yeah, so my mom just finished Dororo.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I was just chilling. I was editing a video, and then all of a sudden I heard the
Intro.
party is over. I
That's
was
my
like-
favorite song of 2019.
I was like,
That's
wait a
literally my
second.
favorite
And I
song.
walked
I
out there.
love
I was
it.
like, oh, so I sat down and watched Dororo because I never finished it. So I was
Really?
like,
Did
okay,
it?
I'll just. But I finished it with my mom. I was
Oh,
like, all right,
okay.
let's watch Dororo. Fuck.
I love that.
It's so dark, man. Like
It's so good though. I hate how it ended, but it's so good.
I was
It's
watching.
sad.
I was watching that and To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts around the same time.
Oh no!
Many emotions just crushing me right now.
What's the anime that made you guys cry the most?
One Piece for me that could think of the top of my head. You know, moments that I don't want to name, but you know, Robin, you know, Ace, the going Mary, you know, rewatching Ace almost like 10 times because it's just that's the one I could think of my head. Yeah, One Piece, like top of my head, I can make sure. And then Naruto definitely a second. You know, seeing that swing a lot of times, you know, gave me my feels.
Yeah.
That swing, yeah.
Attack on Titan and shit, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Attack on Titan and Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. That shit. Yeah.
For me, there was One Piece. Promised Neverland caught me in the end. That ending caught me.
Yes.
Of the first season?
Yeah,
Yes.
the first season.
Okay.
The ending caught me. And A Silent Voice, the movie.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Oh,
Yeah.
if we count the movie, then your name as well.
Name for sure.
Your name got me crying as well. Ray, are you heartless or what?
Probably, because I can't really think of one.
No, the one that made him cry was obviously Avengers Endgame.
No, I
that
was
anime.
about to say, can I say The Lion King?
No, what made me cry because I didn't expect it. I was in a group text with some of my friends who at the time watched more anime than me. And I asked them like, hey, what's a good happy anime I can watch? Because what did I just finish? I forgot what anime I finished, but it was like a very feel-good-y anime.
Mhm.
And then they're like, oh, you should watch Angel Beats.
Oh, what? No.
So I was like, oh,
no.
okay, that sounds like a...
I've heard of that series. I just can't remember
No.
what it is again. Damn, I forgot.
But have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
watched it?
No,
I know about it.
Ray and
You-
Sam has told me to watch it, or I think some of the people or fans have told me to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah, you should watch it.
No,
'Cause I
no,
thought- at
don't
first
worry.
I was like, oh, this is great. Then I got fucked right at the end, dude. I was like-
A lot of people told me too, fans, and Ray told me too, like, you know, should watch it. Just know it's gonna be heartbreaking at that. Like, okay, thank you for at least telling me to be prepared. But it sucks that your friends didn't even tell you. They just told you, yeah, go watch it.
No, yeah, it's just because like I didn't expect it. I thought it was just gonna be good, and then all of a sudden, all this shit happened. So that was good. I mean,
Full Alchemist got me a little bit. The
Full Metal
the-
Alchemist,
Yeah, I think so.
Brotherhood, or just regular?
The regular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never watched the regular. Oh, sorry, I never finished the regular one. I just watched Brotherhood. So
I
I'm
never
fine with
watched
it.
the movie after the regular one.
I
there's
Never
a
seen the
after,
movies
right?
too. Never seen the movies. Or care to see them if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The movie was actually pretty good. It's not that bad. Yeah, those were our animes that we've actually cried before. Technically, from some mangas we've cried. Reading that chapter from that One Piece also made me cry too. First time
Oh,
reading that chapter.
one I could say that almost crying. The one that actually almost got me crying. The most recent My Hero chapter. The most recent My Hero chapter, chapter 275.
It made you cry?
It almost made me cry. Like it got me emotional.
I asked the same question. Like,
What part?
what?
The part
Yeah,
that
what part made you cry?
no,
Oh,
not
are
really.
we all caught up here?
Yeah, we're
I
caught.
mean,
okay.
we're all caught up. I mean,
We're
chat
all
might
caught
not be caught up.
Yeah,
but we are.
but don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna just be super vague since I know that the part where they almost die or seem to almost die, I would say. It's just that I thought they got almost decay, as I'm gonna say. So I was like, oh shit, like, is that something that's about to happen? But it was more of a quirk just intimidating them. So I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't really cry. I was more very emotional to my scene or reacting to it. I was like, oh shit, that was about to happen. So
Wait,
I think
is
that's...
Ryukyu dead?
Yeah.
No.
Because I couldn't tell whether she got disintegrated or not.
No.
Because he touched her.
I think Aizawa caught him
Our
first.
boy Eraserhead got her. It's all
Oh,
good.
Eraserhead? Okay, okay. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's why Shigaraki makes the comment at the end because it's a plot.
No, that's so the Vegas thing I'm gonna say, that's why he's rustling in his pockets. That's why
He getting those shots ready, you know. But that's enough. That's enough non-vague, you know, My Hero stock.
Yeah.
But cool question, Herm, since we're on the My Hero talk, what series did you get into first? I don't recall. My Hero, Black Clover.
It was My Hero.
My Hero.
My Hero was first, yeah.
And now that you know, each series has been out now 5-7 years. Not trying to get into the debate that everybody loves to do, you know, on Twitter and everything. Which do you enjoy in the anime and manga side? You know, there's a difference. You know, which one do you enjoy? Not reacting to or enjoying, just entertainment wise.
I think anime wise, My Hero. Though, you know, like you could also argue that, you know, the Mirio versus Overhaul fight was a manga.
Yeah.
Because we got like some nice screenshots of that fight. But I do enjoy the My Hero anime a lot.
same. Big
And
same.
the Black Clover manga is a lot better than the My Hero manga in my opinion. But at the moment,
Is My Hero.
at the moment I kind of it teeter-totters between both. But then I like the Black Clover manga because the pacing of that one is a lot better than the anime.
Man. You just get it. Come on, that's right.
No, yeah, I was actually surprised that people considered me like the OG Black Clover guy. I'm like, nah, man. I started like chapter 100 or something. But
Yeah, I recall you like you started the anime early, but I know that you started the manga late. And it's
yeah, I started the anime like the day it dropped.
Yeah.
I went to my science class late just so I can cover it.
Who needs science?
Who needs science?
You know,
I didn't start watching Black Clover until episode 124, and then I binged it the whole thing in like a week because I loved it.
I had to convince
It's good.
Ray and James to watch it. Ray read it, and he never cares for the openings. Tell me not Herms. Ray, tell me, thank you. The Black Clover openings are heat, and Ray doesn't care for it. He'd be like, nope, ignore, skip intro, skip outro, skip.
What are you, Heavenly? Or do you have no soul? No, when I was editing Heavenly's videos, you know did you guys watch Vinland Saga?
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't care for the
Opening
openings
is
either.
Fire, right?
But he don't care for it.
Okay, the first opening is fire in my personal
Yeah, I love it too.
And then Heaven was like, oh, we don't need to listen to this. Every time I was editing, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Same.
That's me. I don't care about this.
But I think, see, George in the chat says Black Clover openings are mid. Some are. But
Some
then,
are, yes. Some
but
are.
then the thing is, it's
Since George
very,
said that, now I like them, so it's fine. Yeah.
then it's like, it's a rare miss. I think there
Out
was
of the-
only one miss.
Yes, I agree. I think it's number
There's
8.
only one
I
miss.
think it's number 8 or
It's
7.
Yeah, the one where they were fighting the elves.
Yes,
Before-
yes, 8 or 7 was
it
the
was
most
8,
mid.
It was 8.
Yeah.
But then
Out
it
of
was
the
okay. It was okay to me. But then other than that, Black Clover rarely misses.
out of
There's not
like-
an opening where I'm just like, ugh, disgusting, and I skipped it. You know.
to me, out of the 11 openings they have, 7 are the most heat. 3 of them are like mid, but they're great to me. Like they are actually enjoyable. James could agree with me because he texts in the group chat all the time like, "Yo, Black Clover, see, why didn't I jump sooner?" Like, so James, how many episodes? I'm on episode 60 every day. Wait, but you just started like 2 days ago. Like, yeah, I just binge it. I'm like, what? James, right?
Yeah, it's all I did for like a week. The only thing I would watch is Black
Dude,
Clover.
my girlfriend did the same thing. She's caught up to Black Clover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I told her like, hey, you should watch Black Clover, and then she's like, why? I'm like, just trust me. And then when she started it, she just couldn't stop. She caught up to, I think, no, she's not fully caught up. She's like at episode 110, I think.
Oh, it's close. That's about to be
Yeah,
done
but
with the
then
elves.
then she got into One Piece because of me. So
That makes sense.
Yeah. So and plus, I told her Black Clover's on break. You could just you
Yeah.
have like 1,000 episodes. Just do One Piece.
And it's on Netflix now, so
Yeah.
it's even better.
Yeah, but
I mean,
thing
she
is,
has my Crunchyroll account. So.
Oh, okay.
yeah, with my girlfriend, I got her into One Piece, but then we finished Alabasta. I told her, like, hey, let's take a break, and then we did Doctor Stone. She's about to. She loves Doctor Stone. She loves
Dr.
Senku.
Stone's
She loves Chrome. She loves those characters. The dub voice. I can't watch the dub voice with her because it bothers me a bit. You know, some sounds, some names for the dub voice. I'll just be like, don't work with me. But she loves it. She's about to be done with. She's on episode 23, so just one more episode. After that, I'm trying to decide which 3 to show her next. It's either SAO, My Hero, or Black Clover. So I'm trying to decide which of those 3 to show her
Well,
next.
if she likes that normie shit, you could show her SAO. Because SAO is like a really good introductory anime. It's not
True.
It's not like there's a lot of things wrong with Black Clover. Oh, not Black
yeah.
Clover.
Oh yeah,
That too.
SAO.
Oh.
That too. But then,
Yeah.
but then there's a lot of things wrong with Sword Art. But
Oh
then
yeah.
you have to respect that Sword Art is a really good introductory anime
Oh, it is.
for people.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
Herms, you're excited for the 4th core?
Monetization?
Yeah, I know. I just don't know what to call it because it had like 4 names with it. It had like SAO, Realization, War of Underwear,
Underworld.
Part
War of
2,
Underworld, right?
Part 2,
Yeah, Part 2.
Season
Yeah.
2. I'm like, it's so confusing. I'm like, you're excited for 3 weeks from now, I think it's?
Yeah,
3 weeks.
mid-July or end of July
Yeah.
or something like that.
July 11, I think it comes out, right, Sam?
Yeah, mid-July, like second week of July.
I need to catch up on SAO, so that's less time for One Piece. Like there's so much other shit.
Take your time with that one too, you know.
But
Like I think there's a
Or
lot
you
more
can be like me
more
and
important
read a
anime.
Wikipedia page to catch up on SAO, and it's fine.
I can't do that. I have to watch it. I have to.
Herms, Ray skipped the whole season of season 2 of SAO and then skipped the whole season of season 3 and just jumped to War of Underwear. I'm like, how did you just skip the whole duel weeding against the Grandmaster girl that's literally butt naked and it's just her hair?
Oh, you missed the first part.
He
of
missed that.
Alicization?
He missed the whole half.
I didn't miss it. I just read it. It's fine.
He read it.
Oh,
he
he
read
read
the
it, it's fine.
Wikipedia. But the fight against the naked
Hey,
bitch. Come on,
Ray,
that's
Ray,
just some
if,
good.
If you like titties, you just have to watch the part with where the administrator just gets butt naked and then
Yeah,
brainwashes people.
So here's something I want
That's
you to know
all you
about
need to
me.
watch. Just
I
those
do.
those 10
the 2
minutes.
episodes, and also when she also tries to seduce Fuego because she tries to seduce him in an interesting way. So that's why I told him like just watch the last 4 episodes.
Yeah. Cause like when she started brainwashing Yu-Gi-Oh by like showing her vagina to him,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just like, you know what? That would work on me too, probably. So,
I told Sam the same thing, and Sam said,
Yeah.
"Of course you will." I'm like, "Yeah."
I would forget everything too.
I'm like, "Fuck people!" Like, you know what? I get
Dude,
some free Legion.
she went buck naked on our guy, and then she made him turn against
As-
what's his name? I'm
You-
sorry.
Kirito.
Kirito.
Yeah.
That's how crazy the brainwashing was.
Yeah.
Ray, so what? You interested?
I mean, I've seen enough hentai to not be interested, but okay.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, that's true. Hentai.
That's true.
Oh yeah, hers because you're known for that from before, right? From your old YouTube
and the
days.
hentai reacts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back.
I have a question about that. What started about that? Like, what was the reason for that? Like, the old era of yours.
Oh, so like the hentai videos, I was a big fan of Etika, and so I saw Etika do something called Hentai with Etika, where he went on Newgrounds, and then I was like, yo, that's a smart ass idea. I was like, I'm gonna take that and kind of like expand on it. So I grabbed up like a bunch of my YouTuber friends from back then, and then we would like pick an anime, or wait, I guess we would pick a hentai. We would pick a hentai that we would want to watch together, and then I would just clip it, cut it, kind of like how I do my live reactions now. But we would cut it up and just put it together. So yeah, it started with that, and I thought it was hilarious. Like the first thing that we did was Bible Black, because Bible Black was like, you know,
The popular one.
all of
everybody
a
knows
sudden
about.
like she
That's an
magically
interesting
grows a
first choice.
penis. Oh yeah, because I knew she grew a penis, so I was like, yo, we should watch this one. Because I knew about it, but my friends didn't know about it.
Oh
They're
boy.
just like, what the fuck is this? It was golden. And then that's we did like 3 episodes, of
It's
that,
golden, right?
and then that's when Etika caught wind of it, and that's how Etika and me started talking.
Oh.
Was he saw that and he said, "Let me be on this shit." So so we had him on Hentai Reacts, and then he's like, "There's no way you're gonna break me, Herm. There's no way you could show me a hentai that's not gonna hurt me." I'm like, okay. So I let my friends. I have one of my friends is like hentai enthusiast, and
Sam. That's Sam,
him
right?
and his girl, they were hentai enthusiasts, and it was just, let's just say it involved the horse, and the horse was like literally ripping things, and
Okay.
Wait, so
Etika couldn't handle it that well.
are we talking about like horse, the animal that you ride on, like that horse?
Yeah.
You know another kind of horse?
Yeah, it was
Hey, Sam, I didn't think.
You talking about that almost made me get up and leave. So I can't imagine how Etika.
Yeah, me too.
he stood through it. We watched two. So we
Two episodes.
No. We did one of that, and then the other one we did was like
Oh.
they were like in a hospital, and then they were just doing like some experiment. We were just going super grotesque on Etika's because he said he couldn't handle it. I mean, he said he could handle it. So I was like, all right, let's just look for the grodiest thing that we can watch, and you know, he did well. He stood through the whole hour with us.
Jesus. I miss him. I really do.
I do too, man.
That's true.
Etika was such a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Really good guy.
Damn. I was no, George, you're right. He was talking about that horse, and I was about to bounce. Like real quick.
I'll try to find that title and
No, I'm good.
If you ever decide to bring back the hentai react, I guess you got me and Miguel coming into that one.
Why you involving me there? Who's
You know you
gonna
would
make-
like it.
No.
You know you would like it.
You didn't see my face too. My face was speechless, and you know me, I'm barely speechless.
I like that Sam volunteered himself. He's
I
like,
volunteered
Of
myself.
course he did.
I'm
I
in
volunteered
here.
myself.
Sam, I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer.
Because I'm Asian and I know a lot of hentai.
Oh yeah, yo, Herms, he does because whenever I show him something, he be like, "Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that." I'm like,
Yep,
"What the
know
fuck
that
do you
one.
never not
Know
know
that one.
something? Like, when can I show you something that you don't know, other than Black Clover and a couple things that we cover on the channel? But like stuff that like that. Hey, look, this one radio. Oh, I know that. I saw that months ago. I'm like, how can
You know
I
the
show?
hentai industry is more intense than the anime industry.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the dojin.
Mhm.
I just found out about Dojin a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
I
You're
went.
doing a lot of research, huh?
Yeah, of course. Personal research. When I'm home alone, sometimes I like. You know what? Let me just do some personal research. Late at night. I'd be interesting about that, and I like. Oh, that's interesting. I just found out about some. I think it's Dojin, but American comics stuff of cartoons, and I'll be like, huh. Last night.
American comics dojin?
Yeah. I was like, huh.
You mean like Playboy?
Oh, okay.
How big was Thanos?
No, like Teen Titans, Teen Titans, Justice League, doing some freaky shit. I was like, huh. I just found it on Twitter. You literally find anything on Twitter nowadays. I'm like, I just saw a link.
I just found it on Twitter. Okay.
No, I did.
yeah,
No.
okay.
I literally was on a tweet. I think the
Okay.
tweet was something about Frozen or something. I forgot what it was. And then it said, you should check this out. My dumbass clicked the link. I'm like,
Sure.
so Elsa, Teen Titans stuff here, doing some freak shit. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm good.
Teen Titans, huh?
Yeah.
Out of all the things, you just stumbled on a tweet.
Yeah.
I did.
I hit my keyboard and it typed Justice League titties. Yeah. of
Oh
course you
no! Everyone else is flying into it.
Oh no.
did. Oh no!
So yeah, so Hermsaur, quick question. Hermsaur, quick question about your YouTube career. How did that start? Like originally, trying to start the show somewhere else, and Sam doesn't want to do that. He just wants to turn the more of my humanity about dojins. So, but yeah, Hermsaur. So you
Talk more about it. So
so
make it
Hermsaur.
seem like it was my fault. Yet you just kept talking and talking.
So Hermsaur.
Teen Titan titties.
So you said hentai reacts, the PokeTuber days and everything, but what made you start YouTube? Because I know that you also used to do breakdancing as well. Like, was that also part of it as well?
So when I was doing like my breakdance stuff, it wasn't under Hermsaur at all. It was I had a crew, and then we were called the Stylistic Kings. I think we're still on YouTube, but we would I would just post our battles on there, and then we were I I don't would you call it professional? I don't know, but we did compete. We won competitions.
Professional. Yeah. that's
Like we won like the biggest one that we won was World of Dance.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's
we won World of
impressive.
Dance.
Impressive. Wow.
Yeah, so we've done like numbers, and then I got injured from dancing. But one of the things that I'd like to do is I would like to watch the Let's Plays. So I'd watch like Sugar Conroy, I'd watch Shofu. I just watch like a bunch of like other YouTubers, and then I think it was Shady Penguin. And then as I was watching them do their like Pokemon battles, I was like, I could do that shit too. So then I bought like a $20 webcam, and then I bought like an external hard drive to save all my videos in.
Mhm.
And then I was literally trying to be, I don't know if you guys know Shofu, but I was trying to be the fat Asian Shofu. So I was just saying all of his terminology, but Asian wise and just loud and stuff. But later along the lines, because of that, I got to know a lot of other larger PokeTubers, and then for example, like I did a battle with Hayden, and just some big PokeTubers that I got to know. But then I think through that's when Etika found me, and then I transferred over to like hentai waifu stuff because of him, because he told me that I'd do pretty good at that. And then I started doing anime because of Roger, and then I dropped Pokemon altogether. But I still have the Hermsaur, the Sar for Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur is my favorite. But I just stuck with it because that's the roots. Pun, because it's Bulbasaur anyways. But yeah. But yeah, that was the journey. I think I didn't start growing until like the discovery from Etika, and then Roger taking me under his wing. So, and then Heavenly also taking me. So then I don't think I started taking off till like they started really cultivating my brain with ideas. But then I think the hardest part was me trying to find me as a content creator, because I just took so many like personalities and I like fused it all into one. Munching is a PokeTuber. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, like Munching Orange is like another person I met through Etika, and like I just took.
Oh, that's what that says.
Yeah, so I took a lot of
so that's what that
different
meant,
ideas. Yeah, Munching is this guy named Munching Orange. He's so funny, dude. I was hanging out with him in Etika at a party. All the parties. It was TwitchCon. It was TwitchCon. That was the last time me and Etika like hung out. Hung out was TwitchCon. We weren't even at the convention most of the time. We were at his like hotel, like drinking.
Yeah.
But I think just the whole journey of just trying to find myself was the longest part. I don't think I could say I truly found myself until 3 years ago. So
and what's funny is that I found you in late 2016, early 2017. That's when I found you, and I think I found you a month before you will start to be in Roger's video. I think that's when you guys did like I think you guys did a collab or like a vlog or something like that. And then like a month before, like, oh wait, I know him from his channel. And then that's like, oh okay, they know each other. Like that's dope.
Yeah. That's when I started like finding myself, because Roger was like, you need to find yourself, and I couldn't figure it out because I was trying so hard to be like Shofu.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out,
And how do you feel about that now 3 years later in 2020, now in June? Like how do you feel, like do you feel like you found yourself? Do you feel like you found your right space with your vlogs, your reactions, your manga, your streams? Have you found like your own type of bubble, like your own personality is there now?
I think in terms of my energy, I have. Like in terms of like what I can bring into a video form, yes. But in terms of the true extent that I could bring my content forward, no. And that's why I always think like you can always improve. I think that's where a lot of like YouTubers fall short on, especially when they grow big, is that they get too comfortable because this is what worked for them, so they stick with that.
Yeah.
Versus like actually growing with the times of YouTube, because YouTube algorithm changes, what's trending always changes. So even right now, anime is like extremely popular. Like
Yeah.
I said prior, it's now a dating plus if you watch anime.
Yes, it is.
But then even with anime, you can stick to the anime genre, but then you have to keep up with what's trending on YouTube and
That's
what's
also true.
popular on YouTube. So that's why I think it's like super smart that, you know, people who do like some reaction videos like us, like we keep up with what's most recent, but we also go back to like a shonen that is ongoing. But yeah, I think I found it for the most part, because I like before the energy was forced. Now the energy is just regular. Like this is me. Like I can be like this. But then, though, I will say in person, people sometimes get intimidated by me. But then it's also because like I'm like a neat kind of, so I'm somewhat of a shut-in. I don't like going outside so much, so I don't talk a lot. But on camera I talk a lot as long as you're giving me a topic to talk about. But most of the time, for example, like when I'm out with my girlfriend or with my family, I'm probably the quietest one. But yeah, I think for the most part, yeah, I found myself.
Yeah, that sounds
Took a
like me
long
too.
time.
That
I mean,
sounds like me
and
too.
that's the true thing about this. It's like everybody has to try and find themselves because, well, you know, we're all first getting started into this. We're like, yeah, it's exactly what you did. You find somebody you really respect and you like their content. You try and emulate
Absolutely.
that until you try and find your style from it. And
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Some
Yeah.
some people find themselves, you know, weeks, months after they start. Some people it takes years, like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's completely possible, and I appreciate you being honest about that because that's important. Like a lot of people don't really talk about that.
Yeah, like if people ask me, so where do you get your style from? Like personality wise, it's all me, but like my editing style, I take a lot from like Afro Senju. Like he inspired my
Afro. Oh
he
yes,
inspired my editing style. That's why I'm so hyped that he like talks to me, especially he trolls me with One Piece. But then like he came to my stream recently and just like gifted like 10 subs.
man,
That's dope.
I
yeah.
love that.
And then like I would like talk to him on Twitter every once in a while. But then other than that, like I get a lot from him, I get a lot from Roger, and I get a lot from Heavenly, and a lot from Etika. Those are like the people that I like studied a little bit, in terms of like how I should put a video together. But in terms of what I do, like or how I talk, it's 100% me. But then I still have like remnants of like Asian shofu in me, where I say like a long time ago that he was doing like its old playthrough, and I was like, I say Finnuk, I say all of that, and what's the other one? Oh, I forgot what the other one was, but yeah, that's I still have remnants of so many people that I looked up to, but for the most part, at least I can be like me. But I think the struggle too is like working with Heavenly and Roger, and even Etika, but mostly Heavenly and Roger, is that since I'm like the smaller one compared to them, people expect me to be like them or to cover the same thing like them, but it's not really like that, you know. Obviously I don't want to go their direction, like, oh, why don't you be more like Heavenly, because I don't want to. I already tried to be like Shofu, it didn't work out. So I just go at my own pace, you know.
But what you say is respect and it's truth, because when you're inspired by your own friends, your own content creators that you've been influenced, but then you just have to learn how to adapt and make them into your own type of bubble, into your own growth. Because that's what I have learned myself. Like from my editing, I've learned, you know, my style was a bit from you and a bit from Afro Senju and from somebody else as well. Because I've always have been intrigued by. I hate the basic jump cuts from YouTube because that's what YouTube is, you know, basic jump cuts. But I like it when it's more fascinating, when you add, you know, more clips, more some type of animation, you know, stuff that's more interesting to it. And that's always been more intriguing to me. That's something that you bring that type of uniqueness into the community of anime and manga with your personality as well.
Right. No, I agree, because I think people just, what they try to do is they you know, reacting to an anime especially, is people expect it to be about the anime, but I think the reaction should be about how the person's reacting and the things that they talk about. And that's one of the things that I also learned through Heavenly. I mean, I always did it that way, but then he put it in a way that I didn't really think about. Just like, it's about the things that you're saying, it's about your face, it's about everything about you. Anime is secondary.
Yep,
You're first.
Yeah.
And I think there was like this one girl that was reacting that people hated on. She was doing like My Hero reactions and stuff. She was really big, but then the way she did it was like it was about the anime and stuff, and like she wasn't really talking. She was just going haha hee hee, all that stuff. But I think what's really important is just being able to add to the conversation of anime, and I think that's why a lot of us started YouTube, right? So it's to kind of find that community where you can discuss what you're seeing. But now, like when you get to a certain point, like Roger or even me, and I'm still small, like you get spoiled in the comment section if you're not caught up.
Yeah.
But it's still you find that place where you can just discuss about anime, which I think is important.
Cool.
I like it.
I want to ask you, what is your underrated anime that's not many people know about, but you like it a lot? Your underrated anime.
Underrated.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I would probably say Astra Lost in Space.
Ooh, nice one. Actually, was a really good
Astra Lost in Space is really, really good.
one. It was really good.
Still need to finish it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
I still need to
done
watch it.
completely.
It came
Yeah,
out
you should
last
watch it. I
year.
think it's really, really good. Yeah, it's from last year.
It's great. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, Astra Lost in Space, and I mean,
Could, like,
wall.
He's like, what do I have for you? That
I do that all the time. I look back at the shelf and I'm like, what manga's it back there? I do that.
I know, right?
every time.
Okay, Wall, talk to me.
No, I think it is just Astra Lost in Space because
Okay.
everything else that I watch is pretty popular.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good choice. What about your least favorite anime?
my least favorite anime.
Yeah, what's the anime that you hate that you cannot get into? What's the one that you hate with passion?
As long as you don't say to the bad and second beast, we're fine.
Yes,
I haven't even got to watch that. So
That's
you
okay.
should. You will like it.
okay, I'll probably add that on. I don't know, because usually, it's like the same with how people just dislike One Piece, but I take it in a different approach. If I watch like an episode and I'm just not into it, I stop watching it. And then I even consider it like, oh, I just don't necessarily have an opinion on it. People would think it's JoJo, but I don't have an opinion on JoJo's because I've never watched it before. But I don't really have an anime that I hate. There are fan bases that make me question a lot of things. But then
I've been there.
I feel that.
The one fan base I don't try to involve in. That's why I don't really tweet it a lot. Is One Piece. Like I love One Piece, my diehard. You saw my 6 feet
Yeah.
Luffy and everything. But I don't want to get into the fan to the community of One Piece because it's so critical. Like I give props to Roger, to Nux, Joe Boy, Tekken, all those people that are into One Piece and everything, but also criticize it. But also they know how to approach their fans, and their fans know how to back off or anything like that. But me, it's just too much. So that's why I'm happy I'm behind it and just enjoy for my point of view.
yeah, that was my take with One Piece too. Like for a while, I just wanted to just enjoy it on my own, but then it came to the point where I was like, I think I'll bring it forward because Attack on Titan was another one that I was enjoying at my own time. But then I was like, I'm just the anime that I really enjoy, and this was actually my girlfriend's suggestion. She's like, the anime that you really enjoy, you should actually cover it because why not? You've already turned something that you really enjoy doing, which is obviously watching anime, and you've turned it into a form of making income. So why not just when your passion becomes a career, that's something else, So I was like, you're right, because My Hero and Black Clover, I fucking love those anime and those series in general. So I was like, I could add One Piece and all that. So what? Why the fuck not? And it forces me to keep up with the series. Though, like I will say, like on Twitter, like the One Piece fans are such an easy target.
They are.
Yeah, because all you have to say is like, I dislike One Piece, and then everyone's attacking that person. It's so
I have to give props.
Let me put out a tweet real quick.
Yeah.
I have to give props to my man Cypher. He knows how to get the One Piece community at him. He literally just says about every once a month saying Wano's trash, and literally he has a whole thread of people coming at him. And I'd be like, what do you do to yourself? Like, but hey, it gets big people to follow me. I just got Afro to follow me. I just got this people. I just got Chibi to follow me. So you see the bright sides of people following, but then you get like 100 comments in your thread just because you say Wano's trash. Like, hey, you gotta
man.
go with the flow. I'm like, I guess.
Cloud is a drug. Let me tell you, cloud is a drug for a lot of people.
So
But then, if you think of it this way, this is like social media technique, right? I don't like to do it because I like to just mostly spread like I like to talk
positivity.
about the things I like to talk about things that I like, but that makes me grow a lot slower. But I don't give a fuck because I like to talk about the things that I like rather than the things that I hate.
I feel that.
But
Yeah.
one thing that Heavenly told me is like, just say something controversial, then your impressions go up, like especially on Twitter, and then people will start to follow you and people will start to discuss with you.
He does that a lot.
I will 100% say, because people fucking miss. People just get triggered by the littlest of things, like Zypher, even like Heavenly and all of them. Their tweets are bait. They're bait for you to talk to them so that their impressions go up and that their following goes up.
But I can't do it. It's hard. Like it's just hard to say like some bait thing. It's not me.
Let me write this down because I'm a win.
It is a little hard though.
It is hard. It is
you
hard.
have to get used to like don't take a lot offended and do not be hurt by it.
Yeah, no, because you're going to offend people.
Yeah.
The thing is,
because even Heavenly offends me too. When I read some of his stuff, I'm like,
oh, he'd be offending me. He'd be offending me when he tweets say Black Clover's trash. I'm like, but you like Black Clover, but they just said last week One Piece of trash. But you watch 800 something episodes of One Piece. What?
No, exactly. No, there was one tweet. Because I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but there was a video that I posted like when your friends get a friendship like this. It was a video of Heavenly and me at a con's like, hey, give me 1 million subs, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And Heavenly retweeted it saying, he thinks we're friends, right?
Yeah.
This is all. At first, I was like, "What the fuck, this motherfucker right here?" I was gonna text him. I was like, "Oh no, he's fucking baiting. Fuck that shit." And all of a sudden, he got like a shit ton of hate. Wow, Heavenly, you're such a dick. I was cracking up. I was like, well, I'm just gonna let this ride. And then so I just doubled down. I was like, I thought we were friends. You know, like we would just double down, and me and him would just continue to talk shit to each other. But it was all obviously a joke. And he had to. It was to the point where he got so much shit that he had to say like, "This is a joke. Me and Herm are actually friends. If you've been around us, you know this is how we act around each other."
Yeah,
so,
because that's what I've told James before. So I'm like, yo, James, just try to bait tweet something. He's like, I can't do that.
No,
because like it's because
I look at James, he looks so nice. He's like, I can't do that. But
James is a
Ray,
nice dude.
Ray looks like he about to bait everyone in here.
James, trust me, James is the nicest dude. But when James go on rants, James rants are the best. Like this is when you hear an accent of his come out, his rage, his anger. But he's the nicest dude I've met. He's a person that will not bait you. I'm like, hey, because he wants to grow his personal account on Twitter and plus his brand account. So he wants to grow both, but it just grows so slow. So he's like, Miguel, I don't want to do them. Like, yo, just bait tweet sometimes. Just once in a blue, just bait tweet. Like, I can't. And like,
No, that's not me, dude.
No, don't lie, because then you bait tweet me with your Iron Man 3 tweets, you ass.
No, if anything, just say a hot take that you strongly believe in that you're able to like.
He does once in blue. He says that Iron Man 3 sucks. Like he hates Iron Man 3 with a passion. Like
I don't remember Iron Man 3 to be honest.
There's nothing to remember.
Like
there it is.
there's plenty of there's plenty of things to remember. It's just it's been years, so I understand. Herm's part because out of the group, James is the one that's like the movie TV got to go to, right, James?
Sure.
Yeah, simple. But I want to ask about that, Herm, since we're on the topic about Monster TV. Do you have time to watch movies that are like blockbuster or some type of TV shows that are out on cable or Netflix? Like, are you able to Netflix and chill sometimes?
No. I mean, I can, but then it comes to the choice of like, should I do this or can I do this? And that's when the multitask comes sometimes. And for me, one of the ongoing things that like, especially with my chat on stream or even me with like my girlfriend is, it's like, oh, did you watch this movie yet? Right? For example, like let's just say I've watched it obviously, but let's say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, have you watched that? I'm like, was it done by a Japanese person?
Technically,
yes.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that, but then
the animators was mostly Japanese.
Yeah. But then I was like, was that released by like a Japanese company? Blah blah blah. And she just as a joke, it could be anything, right? And then or Walking Dead, for example, is it real people? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, is it real actors and stuff? She's like, yeah. I'm like, then no. You know, like. But then I do watch things from time to time. But it's been a while. I just been really busy with like work and then just trying to keep up with my own stuff. Of course, I drowned myself in quarantine trying to catch up to like One Piece, and then right now I'm trying to catch up to like Haikyuu.
Nice.
So there's just like a ton of things that I would do. But then I would like multitask if I'm watching a movie. The only time I would watch something like Netflix is usually with my girlfriend, but I'm like on my laptop editing while we're watching something.
What was the last movie you saw?
The last movie I saw?
Mhm.
Fuck.
His eyes show. He's like, oh, fuck.
What was that one? What was that one Disney movie? Onward.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's like.
That one was really good too. by the
Wait,
way.
was Onward the one that's like technically the same story as Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Was that the one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah,
Okay,
that
yeah.
one's really good.
I've been
So
meaning to watch it, just haven't had the chance.
Yeah, it's happy, but I definitely think it's a really good movie from Disney.
I personally think it's a little too long, but it is a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. There's some parts that were like didn't need to be in there, I think, but it was good.
Okay.
I want to ask, since we are having our title and we are talking about waifus and husbandos, who is your waifu?
Overall,
Yeah.
Kotori Minami
Oh.
from Love Live. Now that's a
Oh,
small
really?
thing that a lot of people
Really?
don't know. Like I
I
actually
read it.
enjoyed
I don't even know
Really?
that.
Live.
The chat knew.
I read it.
You chatting you?
Oh, did they?
They posted that like an
Yeah.
hour ago.
No, yeah. Like I actually enjoyed the Idol anime, Love Live. It was fun.
I've never seen it or heard of it until now.
It's not for everyone. Let me tell you. It's just like a very happy friendship. Oh my god, yes. People like clown on Fairy Tail and One Piece, the whole friendship shit. Nah.
Oh, trust me, you and
Friendship.
Sam have the same taste because it's funny how he was covering villainous, and then a week after we found out that you was covering other. Like you and Sam almost have the same taste in what to cover and plus in kind of like what to watch.
Hey, I mean,
Villainous is so good, huh, Sam?
I like it.
That shit is fire.
I mean, like I like my slice of life and romance. Like
Same.
section
That's
too.
my favorite genre, slice of life.
All right, I got some suggestions for you after this. I got some
Oh, hell yeah.
suggestions. So would you say that's the special one waifu you would simp for?
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. I told my girlfriend like the only way that I would like cheat is if like Kotori pops out of the screen, but then she looks 2D. So when she turns sideways, you can't even see her because she's like flat. You know?
She go.
So that is
I don't know. I'm
Kotori.
confused.
Huh?
Oh,
Like she's
just-
like because she's 2D. She's like paper, right?
Oh, just like Luffy, but when
So
he's
like
on the
this, right?
side.
She's like this, but then when she turns
Ah.
sideways, you can't even see her because it's 2D.
I see.
Yeah.
But 3D you will.
3D?
Yeah, like
No.
which is full body real.
No. She has to be 2D.
What would be the point, man? Like, what would be the point?
Exactly.
That would be the
Exactly.
point.
We have to stay true. Her eyes got to be unnaturally big, you know.
That would look
And
Yep.
who's your main husbando?
I would say Luffy,
Oh,
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. cause like I said, like if you guys could have one power from anime, what would you get? And I said, as useless as it may look, I'd probably get Conqueror's Haki.
no, it's not useless. That's really good. You could literally
But
take
I'll-
out an entire army and mobs.
If they're not on the level. that they
Question,
can
Herms, but
withstand it.
are you talking about the whole concept of Conqueror Haki or that or the King Conqueror Haki?
King's Conqueror's Haki.
Okay, it's different because
That's good.
because if you're talking about Conqueror's Haki, meaning arming it, mean the whole shebam,
Oh,
that'll
no,
be
no,
like yes.
This the Kings.
Oh, the Kings.
Let's take that question run though. So like, yeah, what would be that one power from anime that y'all would want?
From
everybody.
anime itself.
Yeah.
Man, it's a tough one.
Or I would. Have you guys seen that hentai mankitsu happening?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
So it's,
Of
it's
course
like-
it has.
So,
Of course
So
it
this
has.
guy's power in mankitsu happening, he always finds himself accidentally in sexual situations.
Ah.
So that's a good power too.
No lie.
And the main character, he literally you don't see his eyes at all in the entire
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
His hair
But
is
that-
just
But then I think I stick with King's Hockey. I think, but
uh,
I-
That'll be my second option. Hopefully my girlfriend's not listening to this because she knows how much I would love to have a harem, but she will not let it happen. Sadly. But
Okay. Hey, harems are cool. Like I have a harem, but it's a very friendly harem.
oh no, I have a harem, but like more of a guy's harem. I can't have a girl's harem, sadly. My girl will not let it happen. She says no because she will kill them. I'm like, cool, so I'm gonna cause a murder. As much as maybe cliche, Todoroki power, the fire and ice.
Shoto.
I love that. I will always love that. That's my favorite gift. And no matter what the conversation is, I'll just put that gift because I just love Endeavor. Go, Shoto! I just love
Yeah.
it. It's one
So
of my favorite
fire
gifts.
and ice.
Fire and ice, because that's always been my type of thing. Like my body's always naturally hot, but I prefer the cold. So if I could have a quirk that could have half fire, half ice, but control it in one each hand, like to me that's just amazing. So that'd be dope as well. Like that'd be as much as I love fly or the quirk of of ace and everything. But I would like to have both fire and ice. But if you could have your body like ace, like what's the devil fruit of his? But nobody hit. I know, but it's the ability where nobody can hit you unless you have armor in the haki.
Oh, he's
Smoker?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of like
it's a
Smoker and
type-
Ace, but type of ability where
Marco and all of them. Logia.
Yeah, Logia. So have it
Logia.
like Logia type, but with Todoroki's power. That's the
Yeah.
type of anime power we'll have. Hopefully, James and Ray could understand that, even though they don't know what we're talking about on One Piece.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Not at all.
Logia means. I'll just say a quick thing. Logia means that if you have a
I
devil
don't
fruit.
want to know what you're talking about.
Okay then.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
I'll stay quiet. So Ray, James, who want to go first about what anime power? Have you guys had the chance to?
There's a
If I had to pick one off the top of my head, I think I'd go with Unlimited Blade Works. Like I think that's the one I want.
Archer.
Yeah.
That's a cool ass power.
I want Unlimited Blade Works.
Unlimited budget works.
I want the Dragon of the Darkness Flame.
Where's that from?
Yeah, but I say, where's that from, James?
It's Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's Yu Hakusho.
Oh,
I haven't watched it. Remember, we spoke about
I
this.
want you, Hakusho.
The only reason
I was
why I
like-
laugh is because Miguel has no fucking idea.
Yeah, I'm like, James, I'm here waiting for like, what is that from?
But yeah, I it's one of Hiei's most powerful attacks, if not the most powerful. So I want the Dragon of the Darkness Flame.
That's
Wait,
that,
is that the design you're getting from? Is that the design you get from Terran?
It is.
Ah, okay, makes
Yeah, I
sense.
It won't have the dragon in it, but yeah.
Okay, all right, Sam.
I mean, I think mine's is kind of simple in a way. I probably have something with involving time. Just have a lot of time. Just freeze the time or stop the time.
I've seen that.
Give me
hentai
enough time.
Sam.
Yo.
Nasty.
Well, that's a lot. Well, yeah. Choose which one. Which one are you talking about, Ray?
Mhm.
The Wizard King's time magic is really dope.
Wait, who's magic?
The Wizard
Time
King
magic.
Julius
Oh, Julius time magic. Ah, yes.
Chrono.
magic is sick.
Oh, his magic is OP. Like, seeing the book in the air, I'm like, this motherfucker's whole grimoire is that big? Shit.
You got one page now.
I bet you-
Oh no.
So like I'm like, that's one thing I hope we find out after the time skip. Not to get too spoilery, but like, does he have the same like passport? Does he have the same stuff with like the whole citizenship? Is he still the Wizard King? Like, what happened after like? Cause we never get any. We
He
can
confirmed that he's weaker.
yeah, but we never.
He's definitely still the Wizard King. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still the Wizard King. Yeah.
But nobody like that's never been told to the whole kingdom. Like, everybody knows that he's still the Wizard King, but nobody knows that this dude is literally 14 years old now.
Yeah, remember they made what's his name play as him, the Doctor. They
Yeah.
made the Doctor.
Which
Like,
that's the
pretend that-
worst acting ever. I'm like, literally,
Yeah, it was still funny though.
it was like you're just horrible. Like, no.
Yeah. Either time or maybe like just portal, go to another dimension kind of thing. Like I forgot her name. Like where she goes into the mirror world, where it's just literally just jump. It's in One Piece.
Ah!
Brulee's
Brule.
ability.
I was gonna like Super Mario 64.
Yeah, that works too. But
You know, I was thinking, is that Haku from Naruto?
oh no, not Haku. Haku is more like an ice mirror kind of thing.
Mirror, mirror, bro.
I know it's not a superpower. I know it's not a superpower, but if I could rewind time and have the speed and the motivation from Hinata, from Haiku, back in my sport days, I was just like, I know it's not his superpower, but it's kind of like his superpower where he can literally go fast at speed, go over the net, and just beat that hustle, that motivation. I wish I had that back in my days when I was playing soccer plus handball back in high school, because I wish I had that. Like, I had it, but not good as him, because that hustle of him is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like one other superpower from anime I would like to have.
Right.
Okay.
But Herms, quick question I want to know. Since you've been on YouTube for many years, and now with the whole live stream being more popular now with Twitch, and you've been going on Twitch now and everything, what do you enjoy more? Because Roger told us this before his answer plus Heavenly, but I want to know yours as well. Like, what do you enjoy more? Pre-recorded videos where you have to edit them, or just press live and just talk to the community and just, play games, watch an anime, and just enjoy your time? Which one do you enjoy more?
I like both equally, because one of the things that I feel is important, my streams need my videos. My videos need my streams. They come together in format. So my videos are for a way for me to just like somewhat express myself without having to like filter. Because even like here right now, I tend to stutter sometimes, and I stutter a lot.
Oh,
but
yes.
then in video form, I don't stutter, because obviously I cut that shit out.
In post-production, the magic of
exactly.
post-production.
Exactly. But when it comes to like streaming, it gives me an opportunity to talk to my viewers, especially like the people that always come to my streams. Like I have regulars, but and I see some of them that are in the chat from time to time, but I think they just need each other. So if I was to choose something that I would probably like, if I was given a choice, like let's say I could choose one that makes more so I can like leave the other, it might be just making videos. Because streams do take up a lot of time.
A lot of time.
And even just editing down a stream takes a long time.
I've been there.
I stream like 4 to 5 hours, whereas like making a video takes 3 to 4 hours. I mean, it's still long, but then after that I kind of have just like some free time, because the video recording itself probably takes like at most an hour.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it I'm conserving energy, whereas like 4 hours you're under like the camera talking nonstop, and it gets really exhausting. And after that, 4 to 8, some people stream 24 hours. I can't even do that. But I think it's a lot harder. People could see that it's easier because it's just press record, unfiltered, blah blah blah, and that's true. But then I think it's also way time consuming. But I love the time that I spend like talking to my viewers, and I love like I get to play whatever I want. I get to do whatever I want on stream. But I think in terms of which one I like more, I like both of them. But if I was to do one more, it'd probably be YouTube.
Ray, Ray and James, can you answer that question? Because I'm curious about that as well.
I've never been. But I love being able to have pre-recorded videos so that I can edit it in a better way.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, see, I love streaming because that's why I do full time. I love streaming, but so it's right. Like it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of consistent and constant attention to multiple things. And I do feel like when I sit down and I pre-record something and I edit it, and I really like the way it looks, it's like, yeah, that takes 3 or 4 hours sometimes too, but it's like it's more complete, as in like a stream is much more open and free form, which I like. So I like both. It's just that I like to put most of my energy into a live stream. But I also like to do edited stuff. I love to make edited stuff. Like edited stuff is fun, and people can find that at any time, and it'd be like a complete experience for them.
Yeah.
Right.
So I like both for different reasons.
Yeah, and you have more control over like the editing portion of a lot of things versus you can accidentally say something on stream and just get canceled. that's one of the scariest things for me. Just saying something wrong and just get canceled.
Or your internet just dies and it's over.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
Ray has been
also, yeah, because even like streaming, you make most of the time you make money streaming when you're live, right?
Yeah.
Versus a video, it could just sit there and it can just generate revenue.
Right.
So it's whichever one is easier for you. But yeah, streaming does take a lot of energy. But I like to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's a ton of fun. And I mean, yeah, you can have a video that's 3 years old and all of a sudden blows up for no reason. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because our SAO video of Kirito dual-wielding versus the administrator still gets the most views. Still to this day, gets almost 100 views every week. Still, I'm like, how are people still watching that from last year and people continue watching? I'm like, I guess thank you. You're giving us our most highest video right now, which is almost at 40,000, which for us is the highest right now, but hopefully we can surpass in the future. But it's very exciting to know that pre-recorded videos are very enjoyable, but they both have the pros and cons for it. So like they both have their the pros and cons for it.
Yeah, that's why I can't choose between either one.
I want to ask Herm-kun, like, how were you able to have the connects with the Loot Complex, Four Eyes Clothing, Low Key Geeks, and all the other great clothing brands from...
And plus Manscaped too.
I wish. Dude, give me that, dude. I want to shave my balls. But with that,
Maybe not?
huh? I trim. I trim the bush. I trim the bush.
He is a pokey YouTuber, you know.
Yo,
he
because
needs to shave
like
the
sometimes
Pokeballs.
when you completely shave, because I have to use a razor, because I'm not like my friends who are sponsored by Manscaped. I gotta use a razor and stuff, and then it just gets itchy. You know, like because the hair follicles are growing back.
If you don't do
I'm
it
just
right,
like,
it's a bad
fuck.
time.
So like
Manscaped,
on video,
help
I
our boy.
just be like.
Manscaped, help our boy. Come on.
So I don't know if Manscaped's gonna change that and give me a cleaner shave, so I don't have to have those itch. But I think it's usually when the hair grows back, that's when it gets itchier.
Manscaped, so you don't snag your nuts.
Dude, I'm scared of that too. Might actually snip my balls. I'm like,
No.
no, but I got sponsored. Dude, honestly, I don't know, because I think how it started was with Lewd Complex. It's ran by this guy named Cry, and me and him have been YouTube buddies for a long time.
That's dope.
And then I introduced him to like some sticker brands. Like I was like, dude, check this shit out. And then he realized that they're earning a lot of money just by doing that. And he's like, I could do that shit too, kind of like how it was with YouTube. So he started doing that, and he started earning. And he's like, yo, can if I give you my stuff to wear, would you promote it? I'm like, yeah. So I started wearing it, and people would buy it through like my link or using my code. So his brand started exploding because of that.
Cool.
Now in terms of like the other brands, it's just me partying with them. But then when I would like hang out with them and just talk with them, it was just a regular conversation. I never asked for a sponsorship. It just came to, they saw, because when I met them, I wasn't Hermsaur, I was just Hermes. But then when they realized that, oh shit, he's actually a YouTuber, and then I think the first one after that was Four Eyes. Four Eyes started sponsoring me when I was at like 3,000 subscribers.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then he was like, he's like, I feel something about you, so let's work together. So he started sending me clothes, and then I would just wear it. You know, I don't really consider myself a model, but then in a sense, I hate this word influencer, but I do tend to influence people to like buy clothes sometimes just because it's different. And this was during like before the trend of like the anime clothing wave became like super popularized.
Yeah, that was big.
Then so then it started getting bigger, and then of course like I started working with a bunch of other people, but it's just usually just like through friendly connections, because when, like I said, when I first meet these people, they didn't meet Hermsaur, they met Hermes. And now like when I get a lot of like brand deals and stuff, it's through Hermsaur now, of course, because now my name is a lot bigger than what it was a couple years ago. But you know, it's nice to get clothes like Atsuko, Dumb Good.
Nice. Loot box.
Yeah. So no, I don't work with Lootbox. They actually turned me down.
Oh, really?
Like they're
I
like,
think it's called Loot Crate, right? I think it's called
Yeah,
Loot Crate.
Loot
Actually.
Crate.
Yeah, Loot Crate.
Yeah, like a lot of I still get like a lot of brands that turn me down.
Missed out, Loot Crate. You
right?
done missed
No,
out.
yeah, no. Some brands that just didn't work with me ended up not working out. I'm like, it could have been something, but it couldn't have been anything at the same time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I was able to introduce like a lot of my audience to a lot of cool clothing brands and stuff. So
Yeah, because it's because of you. I bought my awesome sweater that I would show again, but like so far stretched. So, but on 4 eyes and everything. Like I'm wearing that sweater at work. They hate me wearing it at work because they be asking my girlfriend like, "Why you dating him again?" They're like,
no,
And
my girlfriend doesn't really like it as much. But then the more she stares, like the art style is pretty cool. I'm like, yeah,
my girlfriend says the same thing. My mom, my family be questioning when I wear my sweater, because that's the only sweater I have one now, yet. I hope to get more, but it's interesting what people see and just like, oh, hentai for like, but what is it hentai? But then after they pay attention to the art, the detail, and okay, I like it. It looks better than expected. I'm like, yeah, see, don't judge it from what it is. Look at the art. It's really nice.
Because eventually people want to know where the source is. They want to know the sauce. Where's the
exactly.
sauce?
Like I think it was Anime NYC, the very first one that I went to. I was in the subway, and then I was wearing one of the hentai shirts. No, it was a hentai sweater because it was cold as fuck. But I had there was a girl moaning right, on the front, and then like these guys, he was wearing, dude, his sweater alone probably cost more than my whole fit, than my flight, than my shoes, everything, right?
That is New York for you.
He was big balling, right? But then he looked at me, he went up to me and said, "That is a dope hoodie. Where'd you get that?" And that's when you realize that. That's when I realized, like, yo, this anime clothing is going to be a trend. And then we see like other companies now working with them. I think Primitive worked with Dragon Ball, and then I forgot. There's like a bunch of like large companies or brands that are willing to work with anime stuff now too. So
yeah, the one with
I'm glad I hopped on it early before it became popular. Not that I'm saying that I made it popular, because I didn't, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But then I think it was cool because it's always been a part of like how I dressed. It made like I could be a weeb, show what I like, but not be judged by it now because it's cool. So
Right.
Yeah,
because before, like, it was like some whack t-shirts, like some whack anime t-shirts.
Real bad anime
Bad.
t-shirts.
Yeah, like before the only anime type of t-shirts I bought, it was at the mall, and they weren't even great material or great design.
Exactly.
Now I love how 4Eyes Blue Complex and everything has this great, and plus it's also original, that they have their own characters and everything. And like I wish in the future, I know right now we're probably not ready, but I know in the future we hope to get sponsored by them. Everything will be pretty dope to collab, because I would love to get, wear my whole wardrobe, just be all anime and everything like that, just to go out to gym or work out with a tank to have some girl, moaning, or girl, having all squirting. That'd be pretty dope.
No, yeah, it's definitely like a game changer.
James is like, oh my god.
No, it's definitely a game changer because I don't have to buy clothes anymore. I think the only things that I have to buy is like underwear, socks, like pants, shorts. That's it. Like everything else, like it's given to me. And people are like, oh, must be nice because it's free. But at the same time, I worked for it. Like I didn't sit around and just all of a sudden it came to me. Like I proved myself. I worked with it. If I was probably still at 3,000 subs like I was back then, they probably would have dropped me already. But like I've continued to push. I've grown, and I'm still growing. And I've grown with these companies too. So, and it's also important like to keep relationships, because people think immediately they just like, hey, sponsor me, and it never really worked like that. I've never had that before. It was honestly just me building that relationship, and I think that's what's important.
That's my goal, because I would love for Sam to get other shirts that are not black, because you know how hard it is sometimes to crop him out when we're doing reactions, and his cabin on his behind him is black, or my couch is almost gray, like dark gray. So it's hard for him every time to do reactions that was like him wearing a black shirt. I'm like, can you just get a white something other color shit? Like, boy, my whole closet is black. What am I gonna do? So I'm like, that's the reason why I want us to get sponsored too, so they could get us free shirts or something like that. So here, Sam, you can wear all the goddamn shirts. I don't care, because I have a wardrobe. I need to wear a pink shirt or anything like that. Wear a different color shirt. That's the reason.
You have to find clothing brands that are like around your size. It's like also with that same thing with being a YouTuber, you have to find someone around your size to work with. Because all these companies all these clothing brands that are big that I worked with, I started with them when we were all like at a certain place.
Yeah.
Like we're all like undiscovered. So I think it helped, you know.
Well, first of all, Miguel Black is slimming, okay? I'd rather keep
True, man.
hide the.
If I wear white, dude, I look like a goddamn donut. So
You know, I'm Buddhist, but I mean, I don't want to look like Buddha, you know, like not the statue and everything. The
I
sun
can't wear
spotlight.
white. I can't wear white. I sweat too much. That white shirt goes from white to yellow, so I'm like, nah, I don't fuck with that. So
why are you
I can't.
sweating yellow?
Wait,
You know when you wear the shirt a lot, you know, from white in the armpit, it goes from white to yellow.
No,
That never
Is your
happened.
body is your
No,
body
no.
expelling piss through your sweat, bro?
That's
No.
what I'm thinking, too.
Y'all don't get white shirts and then it turns a bit yellow, after months of wearing it.
no.
James, either no.
I don't keep them that long, so I don't know.
Sam,
I get rid of them too.
Why you
I
just expose yourself like that?
I guess I'm the only one that be wearing my shirts that long, and then I
It's
get
'cause
them
he's
yellow.
good in a way, but then he has like all those expensive ass figures, so I can't really say much.
I got.
Well,
I
this was for unemployment money. This was unemployment money, so I can't even say that. And that's honestly one thing I appreciate about my girlfriend. She's been helping more to up my wardrobe since I shop like twice a year. I
Thank
shop
God
twice
for
a year.
Laban. That's why your shirt's turning yellow. You wearing 2 shirts for 3 years.
No, it's just that I don't really be throwing out my white tees. I keep them for a year or two and just wear them or anything like that. So that's one thing I appreciate about my girlfriend. She actually motivates me here. Buy shoes, buy some Yeezys, buy these shoes. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's something
Oh, did you say buy some Yeezys?
Exactly. Like you go buy some Yeezys.
So this was a Black Friday. We did some
Black
greens.
Friday on sale, $200.
This was the
Sale.
gray khaki Yeezys. We did some greens after work. And then after that, we went to some store shopping. I was falling asleep, woke up, and then we were at a store. And she told me, "Hey, try these shoes on." Like, cool, try these shoes. I like them. When I buy them, like, sure, I bought them. Like, a couple of later, I found out that they're using like, but
And
they
yet
ain't that
you
bad.
Still wear them ugly ass Skechers. Okay.
So, Herms, have you heard of the Skechers one-piece shoes?
Yeah,
What do you think of them? What do you think of
I
them?
like them depending on which one you got.
I got the Luffy and I got the Marco, the one with purple.
Okay.
I got those two.
Skechers one-piece shoes.
I mean the Luffy ones are okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about the purple ones. though.
Sam got the Luffy and Sanji, right?
Yeah, Luffy
Yeah.
and Sanji one, the black
Yeah.
and blue, and
I mean, I see. Even if I got those, I wouldn't even wear them. To be honest,
Me
I would just keep them just because they're one piece shoes. But then,
I got
like,
them. I got them because they're comfortable. I wear them like, let's say 10 times a year, and also the box. The box are dope. I see them from here.
But you're not wearing the box.
I kept the box on the set. When me and Sam record, I have the boxes on the set behind
But
us.
they're
So
saying that you wear them.
I do wear them 10 times a year.
Yeah.
Good roughly, once a month. I got to at least stretch them out.
Hey, that's
see the
12
stuff.
months.
So that's 10 times a year. That's 10 to 12. That's 10 to 12 times a year. That ain't bad. That
I
ain't
mean,
bad.
there's a lot of comfy shoes.
I mean, I like to wear them in cons because there's gonna be a lot.
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot of
cons too.
walking
Oh yeah, I mean
conventions and
that's
that,
one thing, but
That's perfect for you. See,
That's mainly
those
what I use it for.
those are the 3 days. That's a perfect 3 days right there. I wear cons. Yeah, I wear them on cons too because I wear them at New York Comic Con, Otakon, and Anime NYC.
Okay. I mean,
You do you, bro. You do
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
I'm good.
Ray,
I love you.
Herms, Ray tells me that when me and him meet, and if I wear my one piece shoes, he's gonna drop kick me.
In this chest.
And I told him I'm gonna wear it, and I'm gonna wear my man bun because he always makes fun of my man bun too.
We're gonna ride in separate Ubers. I'm gonna be like, I don't know this man.
That also applies to Crocs shoes apparently as
The
well.
Crocs are fine.
Yeah, Crocs are fine. They
Those are
ain't bad. They ain't
Those
bad.
are comfortable.
Not in public though.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
Herms, do you wear Crocs? Or have you
No, I
tried
don't.
Crocs?
I've worn Crocs, but I don't own a pair now.
the second, yeah, it was like I haven't worn them in public.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, I don't even have them. Like I use like my Adidas
My slides over there.
slides
Exactly.
and stuff. But then like in terms of shoes, like I think the shoes are the most important thing for me too, because I mostly wear like
Mhm.
Nike, Adidas.
Mhm.
You
I
get it.
yeah, no, yeah.
I have Steve Madden a lot now. Steve Madden is one of my favorite brands. Like shoes wise, I love Steve Madden. They're comfortable, so I gotta give props to them.
I think it's just whatever's comfortable, but the One Piece shoes, huh?
He's just stuck at that. Like One Piece shoes.
You know what? They're not bad. They're not bad. But
If you want, I could show them real quick. It takes a good 10 seconds. If you're curious about it, I can show the Luffy and Sun.
You're willing to put that effort to
You know
go
what?
look at your shoes, but you won't put that effort to reach for that hoodie. I see what you. I see.
The hoodie's in my bed.
look,
Go
look.
get 'em.
See, if One Piece decided, I don't know why they chose Skechers.
I don't either.
They could have chose another brand. They could have gone
Why
Puma.
Skechers?
Dragon Ball went Adidas.
Adidas, and they're not bad. They're not.
Yeah, they're not bad. So
Pump it
why
up the heat.
why did they choose
I don't know.
Skechers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're one of the most popular manga / anime in the world, and you got Skechers?
Yeah, they're they were the number one selling manga for a long ass time, but they're like, oh, here, let's work with Skechers. Look at him, he actually grabbed the Skechers.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Nah,
That's the One
show
Piece
me-
box.
Nah, show me the shoes, because the box is better than the shoes.
You don't wear the box.
See the box? Nice box, right? Cool, right?
The box is nicer than the shoes. Show me the shoes.
Next thing you know, he's gonna make a hole in that shoe box and just
Here is the Marcos.
That is fucking hideous.
It's so ugly.
That is fucking hideous.
The one thing they fuck up is that I wish they never got the S there because this would actually look dope without the S.
No, they shouldn't have worked with Skechers at all.
No, they shouldn't.
That looks like something a nurse would wear.
Like if you compare it to like the Dragon Ball Adidas release, that was nice.
And that's a One Piece box.
The box is fine.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, box is nicer than the shoes.
and there's the Luffy ones.
See, those are okay.
Yeah, these
but
are
then
okay.
The S ruins it for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like the S runes are like these are actually okay designs. I just wish they actually were better. But I got it for a steal. Like 2 pairs. I think I got it for like $50. So I got it for a steal. So like,
Yo, Chat goes, you gotta be a minimum of 70 years old to wear those.
Those
figured
aren't
them
even
out.
dad shoes. Those are granddad shoes.
You guys figured them out already. Damn it! It's ruined.
Oh man.
Like I said, I still love you. It's just that those shoes. Ooh-wee. Can we name this episode the roast of Bash?
no, that's more Twitter. We can talk about that on Twitter.
Featuring Hermsaur.
I'm not even roasting. I'm roasting the shoes.
I've loved this. This has been great.
But cool question. One topic about the news and everything that's there that I just saw that I recall. Did you ever watch Shaman King when you were a kid, Herms? From 4Kids?
No, I didn't. I mean, I've watched like bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it in full.
So,
but I'm
are you-
excited. I'm excited to see it
For the
come out
reboot,
again.
yeah, because it's gonna be the reboot / remake of next year. So I'm very excited for that because I have.
No, yeah.
I saw, so because
That
I
one's
saw,
gonna be good. Like good.
Shaman
Yeah.
King.
Yes.
he's a big fan.
Great.
He's a
How
big
about
fan
the
of
manga?
love the manga.
I never got into the manga.
That's Sam.
I actually
like
like the
when I was
manga.
anime only. Yeah.
Okay, so is it starting from like the very beginning?
Yes, the reboot. Yeah.
That's what the source have said that it's gonna be because the original was the anime their own ending since the manga still had a couple chapters left, so they just did their own ending. But this reboot / remake will be its actual adaptation. Like it's kind of gonna get the Brotherhood treatment.
Okay. Okay. No. Yeah. I'm probably gonna. I should give the original a watch.
Yeah, give it a chance. Like,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with Shaman King. Like, I had all the games and everything. Like, cause
I've never seen it.
I loved it. It's good.
I
Me-
just seen bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, same here. I saw bits and pieces when I was a kid
Yeah.
with the 4Kids and stuff like that, but I never actually saw it. So I'm excited to actually see the whole reboot and remake because a lot of people was excited for it. Like the whole Twitter that night was, oh my gosh, Shaman King's back. I'm like, damn, really? A lot of people are fans for it.
I mean, it's got a really good mix of action and humor. It does a really good job of that. Like, it's great. So
I mean, a lot of us grew up with like 4Kids, like anime and cartoons with Shaman King, fighting Fudons.
mhm.
Uh,
Didn't they have Ultimate Muscle?
they had
Yeah,
Yes, it
Ultimate
did.
Muscle.
Dang.
Sonic X.
Yeah, Sonic X. Okay.
Sonic X, I love it. You know, just
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Jackie Chan Adventures. That's when Teen Titans came in. Like,
Man, I tried to
WB.
rewatch Sonic X. That
It
is
can't-
not the way.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not.
not.
You can't
That is
rewatch
not-
it.
I can't rewatch that show.
hard.
That
It's
show
very
was
hard.
that was not good.
They reused like it's usually, if you can listen carefully, a lot of the dub voice were the same characters, many of the same characters. Like altogether, maybe like 5 voice actors did the entire series in the show, and it's just bad.
Yeah, I never really got a chance to get into Sonic X.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
it's
Too late now.
no. I agree with Ray because I tried to when I was growing up watching it, loved it. Rewatching it back when it was on Netflix, couldn't get past 3 episodes. It's not as good as like Teen Titans or any American cartoon that it still uphold animation, but the story will still continue. Sonic X is not there, and it was very disappointing. Like I want to rewatch you, but can't. I'm sorry, you trash. So it was very sad. I just couldn't do it.
I know Card Captors just got into Netflix, and I'm trying to see if I could like go back into that one too and see if that one still hits.
Same. I actually want to.
Herms, are you more of a Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon?
Well,
No,
in terms of the anime, Yu-Gi-Oh, but then
Okay.
the game, Pokemon's my favorite like game.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually like my favorite game. So
Have
just
you
because that's
played-
like what I grew up on.
You ready for that DLC?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, paying $70 again for it, but you know.
wait, a whole $75 extra for DLC?
I think so. I think it's gonna be like
if you're buying both versions, I think
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh wow.
Okay.
I want to
And
cry a little bit.
is there a favorite? Is there a favorite Yu-Gi-Oh like Yu-Gi-Oh original, GX, 5Ds, or the ones after? I don't really
I
care.
like the original. I like the original a lot just because of Joey Wheeler's trip. But I only was able to watch all the way until like what was that shit? It was like when Kaiba like had his little tournament and then the
Battle
god cards
City?
and stuff.
Battle City?
Yeah, Battle City. But then I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like it started getting really confusing. But then I think the original was really funny, especially like the 4Kids version with Pegasus's voice actor.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yugi boy. I really
look,
wanted
I
him
have
to
him right-
say my boy.
I have him right here. I have I have Pegasus right there.
Pegasus is quite a character.
I
Yeah.
think it's such an interesting. Yeah, you have him on your wall. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I think definitely the Yu-Gi-Oh anime was I liked it a lot more than Pokemon because it took a darker path.
Yeah,
Yes, it did.
it
Yeah,
literally
so-
had the Shadow Realm.
Literally.
exactly.
even with the WB censorship, it's still pretty dark.
Yeah, it was still pretty dark regardless. And then I
Um,
saw Dark Magician Girl, and then there's the Dark Magician Girl hentai, and then it just
that's how anime got famous.
I love Sam for a reason, and my girlfriend hates him because when I got, I told Sam like, Sam, I need some mats, and then when Sam comes over and brings me 2 mats, and this is one of them, and then my girlfriend be like, what is it like? Oh, Sam gave me a mat, like, but what do you need him like? Cause for the keyboard, for my hand, for the mouth, like. But why does she have boobs out there? Like, I kind of feel some type of way. Like, just don't worry. It's just for myself. It's for my work. Supporting. I'm like, okay, sure.
yeah, it's hard to have a girlfriend that's not like full on weeb or like a full on nerd to understand the whole like husbando waifu type of ordeal. Because
I got very lucky.
Same. Like you think my girl would complain about my wall? I even have some cosplay girls that are my friends on there, but she knows like it's like the persona, the Hermsaur stuff.
Yeah,
But
I had to explain my girlfriend about cosplayers when I retweet them on Twitter or on IG. Like, hey, it's more of me networking. Being friendly. It's not me trying to flirt. Like, at first it was hard to believe because before I dated her, I was a playboy. I was flirting a lot with a lot of girls. So
Nice.
Sam can
Good
vouch.
Skechers.
Damn
Before
it, bro,
Skech-
why did you tell me much earlier in the years? If I knew that was the Team Magnet,
before Skechers. Anything before that.
I wish I
So
knew that earlier, Ray. I
so-
really wish I did.
so my girlfriend and everything was like, huh. So my girlfriend, I had to explain to her like for the first couple, like this for YouTube, this is more for networking, this is more for Twitter. It's not anything special. It's just me, you know, compliments. She's like, okay. Now she's used to it. But there are times where she sees a couple, she's like, she's too beautiful. Can you not have her in your store? Like, but I'm just saying, she's just gorgeous. It's just a compliment. But it should be more crazy when those cosplayers actually follow you back. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't expect you to follow back. I'll just be supportive. Like, damn.
No, it's nice. Like I had one of my favorite. She does like porn stuff. Like she does cosplay porn stuff, and she
Ain't nothing
followed
wrong
me.
with that.
No, exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Became friends with some people that do porn. It's great.
It's still a job. It's still a career.
Oh yeah, like Heavenly with his friend. I think it's Violet. I think her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No,
that.
people think a lot of the connections that Heavenly has and that I have, I got from him. But I actually knew them before he knew them.
Oh wow, dope.
Wow.
No, yeah, like I knew everyone before he did. But then there are some people that I met through him. But a lot of the girls, like for example, Reagan and then Hendo and all of them, I met them way before. But then I don't like the whole waifu stuff. Like with cosplayers, didn't come to like super later. But you know, yeah, that's just a fun fact.
Most of the people I followed are cosplayers and everything are more because of you, and plus Heavenly always retweeting them, and then I just be like, and I just comment like, hey, beautiful and everything, like, oh, you know, dope cosplay and everything. And after that, I guess because of me interacting with you and Heavenly, they just follow back. I'm like, I was just doing a compliment, like, okay, cool, thank you. I just got another cosplayer.
No, it's good. You know, it's research.
Yes, research purpose. That's what I told my girlfriend. She hates that. She hates that with passion. I'll be like, babe, it's just research purposes. You know, it's just me reading this porn one and everything, webtoons, Pornhub.com and everything. I'll be like, she'd be like, what? No.
No, you know when they're like, oh, you're just, you know, when people try to like offend me, right? They're like, oh, you're just a fucking simp, and I'm just like, yes.
And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of being a simp.
You know, like, hey,
You know, I tell people all the time, you just haven't found the person to simp for yet. So shut up.
yeah. You just gotta have something to look at sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that.
I totally agree with that.
Someone says your girl's gonna kill you. All right, we should not talk anymore.
I'm happy she don't listen to the podcast all the time, and right now she's out with her friends, so she usually puts the podcast in the background while she's home, but tonight she's not
Imagine
home.
her friends are listening into this too. They're like, oh hell no.
like, you know, I never knew. What's funny?
It'd be more like, that's yo man. That's yo man.
What's funny is that her friends think I'm very quiet because when I hang out with her friends and everything, and plus when I drive them around, I'm very quiet around them. And they'll be
I'm
like,
the same way.
And they'd be like, but what's wrong with Miguel? I thought, you know, he's a YouTuber. Like, and then my girlfriend has to explain to her, like, thing is that when he's on YouTube and everything, that's his personality, you know, with his friends and Sam and everything, that's his personality. He's very lively. When he's with me, you know, he's my boyfriend. But when he's around other people, he's just very quiet. I'm like, that's so weird. I'm like, trust me, that's him. I'm like, and like, I have to explain to him, like, trust me, if you get me into a conversation or a topic, I will talk to you. But if you have nothing to say, I'll just be like, on my phone, I'll just be reading a manga, I'll be watching an anime or something. I'll just be in my own world while my girlfriend and plus her friends does their own thing. And I could be in the same room and they could just be chilling and I will be zoned out of what they're saying. And I'll be like, what? You actually for me? What? Okay, cool.
No, because even for like when I'm in school, I focus. Like school is what I'm doing. I'm not in school anymore, obviously, but like when I was in school, I just focused in school.
I never do
so
that.
I'm very quiet, but I was studying social media marketing, right? And then I'm obviously a YouTuber, but I kept it a secret for a while. But then when they found out who I was, everyone's like, Herm is not a YouTuber. He's just quiet. He's just sitting, because I was literally just sitting there just taking notes. But then my dumb ass was just like looking at my numbers. I was looking at my analytics, right? During class. And then my homegirl next to me, she was like, Hermes, what's that? I'm like, oh,
Numbers.
no, just numbers and stuff. And then I switched tabs. She's like, go back. I'm like, why? She's like, go back, Hermes. I went back. She's like, who are you? And then when I was like, I said, I dabble on the internet. And then she's like, how many subs do you have? And then at the time I was like almost at 10K. I was like at 9.
Mhm.
And she's like, everyone Hermes is a YouTuber.
Eh,
I was like, no. And then they showed my video in class. And I was like, fuck. And they all looked at me like, this is not you. Like you're not talking in class. Like I'm very quiet in class.
I think that's the thing about with YouTube and anything with social media. Sometimes you have to have your own a separate life away from like
No,
YouTube,
yeah.
social media, and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
sometimes
it's definitely different.
like,
You
people
know,
like
I'm just me on the internet, except on the internet I curse less. So there's that.
I curse more.
Oh, me on the podcast, I'm more blunt, as you guys can see, more blunt than I way should be. But on Twitter, I hold back because I give praise to Heavenly for what the wild shit he be saying too. Because, and also to Pat, one of our girlfriends, Pat, from Twitter.
Good old Master Roshi.
Because there's some wild shit I've been wanting to say on Twitter, saying just be some like late nights, 3 a.m, say I'm horny, and I just want to be saying that for some reason in my head. I don't know why. Why would I want to post that? But in my head, I just restrain myself. Like, you know what? I shouldn't even post this stuff. I should just keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
Just tell my girlfriend this, or tell Sam the stupid shit I've been wanting to say. You know, just be saying stuff that I shouldn't be saying on social media, and just be saying it to friends that just would not be saying it.
No,
So
yeah, I agree.
Risk it all. Just do it. You bought the Skechers.
right.
Just tweet out. Just
Just
tweet out.
tweet it
My
out.
cock is throbbing.
I wish I could do that. I wish. But Herms, you will understand. If we want brand deals and everything, I cannot be saying that. And when
I mean,
I
I'd say it.
I mean,
if I want to,
you get different brands, man. Yeah.
if we want to get Manscaped, that would be the right words to say. That'd be the right tweets to say for Manscaped. But
I mean, maybe.
who knows? Who knows? But one thing I want to know, you was reacting on reading Eden Zero before, right, Herms?
Yeah.
And Eden Zero just got confirmed in
an
anime.
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be going back to Eden Zero and watching the series once it comes out, or have any ideas for that?
No, yeah, I definitely want to check it out. I'll probably just test out the waters. That's what I do with a lot of anime that I react to. I test it out. I think one thing that I like to do is if it does well, I'll continue to do it. If it starts like lacking, then I drop it. That's one thing that I had to. Roger told me, like, don't be afraid. If it doesn't do well, just drop it, because you can't hold on to a series that's not doing well. You can enjoy it on your own time still, but if it's not doing well, it's going to ruin your YouTube numbers, the algorithm, and all that bullshit. Because we're also playing into YouTube's hands.
Yeah.
So I think if it does continue to do well and my audience wants me to continue to do it, I'll do it. But it has to be a majority. It can't be just like only 100 people want me to do it.
Yeah.
So
James Ray, like, any excitement for Eden Zero as well? Like, that's another work for Hiro Mashima. Fairy Tail and everything that was still prequel of that Eden Zero.
I mean,
No.
I'm not familiar with Eden Zero, so I can't really comment.
That's his third major work after Fairy Tail's Raid Master, Fairy Tail, then Eden Zero. And that's his third major work. It's about to reach 100 chapters. Right now it's on chapter 98 this week.
it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's me and Sam has been covering it since the beginning since it's been released.
Yeah, I covered it from the beginning, then I dropped it.
Yeah, I know. I think you dropped it around chapter 20, right?
Yeah, I dropped it around chapter 21.
Yeah.
I think. 21.
Yeah, so right now it's on chapter 98 this week, so in 2 weeks will be chapter 100. So I'm very excited that it got announced for an anime. So, since that's like the first series that anime lately covered, that's from the beginning, not like Black Clover, My Hero or anything. So from the beginning, so it's very exciting to actually see a series like that when you cover, and then actually gets adapted to an anime. Oh shit, that's dope. So it's very exciting for that.
Right.
I read the first few chapters and forgot about it. So it's like, no, I'm good. I think maybe if I don't know, like y'all said, it's decent, but I'm like, I told you, I kind of tapped out with his work after Rave Master, because I thought Rave Master was it. Rave Master was great. I loved it. Tried Fairy Tail, didn't like it at all. And then this, I was like, it's okay, but it's still his work. You could definitely tell it's the same dude.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, nah, I'm okay.
Like it is a little different when it comes to Eden Zero, because usually he's always like he would prioritize like characters and like uplifts them, like and just ends anything that comes with like emotional backstory, just ends it within one chapter, done, go back into like a fight or bring up into a happy moment of. You know how when it comes to One Piece, they at least with Oda, he would spend a good 5 to 10 chapters of a backstory, and then he goes back into the present, and Luffy would do some shit about it, and like he just all boss the fight, and he's fighting for like the underdog, the people that got hurt from the past and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like a formula, right?
Yeah, when it comes to Hiro Mashima, he just spends one chapter into the backstory, you know, a little bit of him, and then back to the present. You see Natsu, you see him beating the shit out of the villain, and then boom, that's it, like over. He does it really quick. But when it comes to Eden Zero, he's taking his time a little bit. He
Much
stays
better
in that,
pace.
he stays in that gloomy area where he spends a good 3 chapters into a backstory and past, and it does really well with the characters. It gives them more depth and then gives them more of a redemption, gives us more likability for them. So I think I like his new way, even though like it can make writer go into a dark place and they don't want to stay there for too long. It's the kind of I get that. It's you don't want to stay like, wherever you feel. It's where you towards your direction. It shows through your work. But for the Eden Zero and that past and backstories that he's done, he actually need to be there mentally almost in more
Yeah.
like pressing emotion in order for him to be able to write that story and to like draw out the animation, draw out the manga, the panels for it. And it looks really good. The panel's looking really well, especially with Shiki, the main character. There's so many fan arts right now with his colored picture of his new form.
But I mean, like an art style can only go so far because I think
Exactly.
True.
even with what was that one manga that's done now,
Samurai
That-
8.
Samurai 8? I thought the art style was so good,
It was dope. It was
But
so
then-
good.
but then like I think the mangaka, what was his name? Sorry,
Kishimoto.
Kishimoto, right? He had the old mentality of like the pacing without even recognizing like pacing nowadays and the attention span of people, so it took really long to get to the good
Yeah.
stuff, which is why it like fell off. Even why I stopped covering it. But I think like Eden Zero's art style, of course, I always thought it was really really good. But then I don't know what about it. It didn't really capture me like when I was like at chapter 20. Like I just stopped like getting into it as much. So I just decided to like not follow through with it. But hopefully, like if anything, usually what they do with anime is that they sometimes they make it better or they shorten it to the point where the attention span fits. And like just like what they did with Tower of God. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because I know that you're not a big fan about reading manga or anything. Because I know that Shonen Jump, just the Demon Slayer, the Promised Neverland just finished, and plus the Hot Spring one. So they've been having
Hot Spring.
So they've been having a lot of release of new manga out in Shonen Jump. And they've been more misses than hitting right now. So I think they're trying to find their stride with where they're going. So I hope they find what their new groove is, since a lot of the big series are gonna end. My Hero Black Clover are not gonna end anytime soon. One Piece not anytime soon either. But they don't have any type of the Promised Neverland or plus Demon Slayer, to back up, because since those just finished.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna be hard because I think right now the popular stuff right now is Webtoon.
Yes.
I think Webtoon because God of High School is coming.
And plus
Tower of
Solo
God.
Leveling,
Yeah,
Noble
Solo
S.
Leveling. I don't know if that one's gonna get an anime.
not yet
People-
announced, sadly.
Yeah, hasn't been announced. But who knows? Because I know Solo Leveling, a lot of people look into. I've never gotten into it. I don't read it just to piss off my viewers. So, because they're all like, "Have you read Solo Leveling? Heavenly's doing Solo Leveling. Have you done it? Heavenly's doing Solo Leveling. You should do it too. Solo Leveling is really good. Heavenly's doing it." So I said, "I'm not doing Solo Leveling."
I tried to convince Sam to read Black Clover, since I got James and Ray to read Black Clover. Like, hey Sam, read Black Clover. Like, I got other things to read. I'm good. I'm behind 5 days of manga. I'm like, 5 days of manga. Just add another manga to it. Let's just go.
No, that's different. If I were to add a long series to my list, that is a whole entire week of mangas that I have to miss. I'm not going through that. Hell no. Like too much to read, too much to catch
Well,
up.
it's just 152 chapters, I think, Black Clover's right now.
And I said a week.
253.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, 253. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was off 100. I was like, well, yeah, 253.
Whoa.
I just know because I just edited a video.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Oh yeah, because it's on break, so that's why I didn't remember. Because I'm like, wait, it's Sunday. I should have known where it was because it's 2 days ago. But it's on break because it comes back. So that's crazy. Wow. There's a question for thoughts on 02.
She's cool. She's cool. She's pretty waifu.
At first, I love her, but then when time went on, I kind of forgot about her. So that's what it felt for me. Like she was
big ass ship.
The anime
was just riding that thing up in space. You know?
the anime is definitely an acid trip, so that's what I tell Sam all the time. Like the last 5-8 episodes is definitely you on crazy ass acid, mushrooms, and everything on that because you just don't know what the hell's going on in those last 5-8 episodes.
The only thing I didn't like about Darling in the Franxx was what was that one girl that betrayed Thick Boy for the bitchy guy?
Yes, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. I was like, fuck her, man. She did my people wrong.
Facts.
Yeah, she's like she betrayed the thick boy for the skinny one. Come on.
James
Promised, and she broke that promise. Like, wow.
James, Ray, have you guys seen Darling in the Franxx? I don't recall.
I have not.
I started it and could not finish it.
I can understand.
Understandable.
I can understand why. Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely gave it. I gave it a fair shot, and I was like,
yeah,
no, I'm good actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Definitely not for everyone. I could definitely tell for that because it's enjoyable for what it is, but it's not the best. If I had to give it a score, it's a good solid 6 out of 10. I'll give it that. I guess it's good, enjoyable for what it was, for good entertainment value.
Yeah, I just felt like it was missing something until it went to the 02 backstory, and then that's when like I started liking it a lot more because I gave it a 6 out of 10 for like until I think it was like halfway through the season. And that's when I was like, okay, now it makes sense and everything is cool now. But it shouldn't take something that long, especially for a short series.
Oh, yeah.
For it to get to the point. Like One Piece, people could argue One Piece is the same way, but One Piece is a long-running anime. There's a reason why it's long. So, but in terms of like Darling in the Franxx, that's like 24 episodes. Was it 24?
Yes.
It was 24.
24 episodes, and it took 12 episodes to get to the point, you know?
I mean, like, so, and this is a very, like, short, just, like, description. Like, One Piece is an adventure. Darling in the Franxx was a situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Let's go.
Yeah, and Light Film says Plunder took way too long for backstory, and I agree with that. I agree with that.
I had to drop Plunder. I couldn't. I'm like,
Yeah, I still cover Plunder because it still does numbers from time to time. Like an episode is a hit or miss. But then I think like it took too long for it to get good.
Yeah, because I think James dropped it what?
Episode 7.
Yeah, it doesn't get good until episode 9.
Wow, so
I think I got up to episode 10, but I still couldn't. It's just they just kept playing around with whatever comedy they were trying to work with, and
but then I think with Plunder, it just kept trying. It brought comedy at the wrong time. Like
yes,
if we're looking at My Next Life as a Villainess, like the most recent episode, it was really dark in the beginning, and then Katarina comes back and she tosses like her really dumb personality. I thought that was perfectly done. But then with Plunder, sometimes it just comes in at the wrong moment, or it doesn't even make sense. They force the perverted stuff.
Yes,
so
they do.
Like I don't like it when like they force the fan service. But some moments of
to like Fire
some
Force
moments of Plunder. Well, no, Fire Force is different.
With Tamaki, her whole run coming off in the anime was more extended because James actually read the series because he accidentally read it, where he actually told us that that those scenes were like 2 or 3 panels, but in the anime it was like a whole minute or more. So it's like a bit extra for me in Fire Force.
They make it a lot more extra.
So I guess I want to say like in Fire Force is not forced per se, but it's just badly timed. It is
Yeah,
terrible timing.
I agree with that. But then
Yeah.
I think Fire Force, because people just say Fire Force overall is just bad fan service. But then the fan service part of Fire Force is not even all there. It's not
Right.
It's not the
It's
worst.
a very small segment, and it's only
Right.
What's her name, Tamaki?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's like I
Yeah,
said,
it's just her.
it's just really bad timing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
that-
timed well.
Yep.
exactly. That's literally it.
Mhm.
Everything besides that, the anime is great. I think
Yep,
the series is
agreed.
pretty fucking good.
Fire Force is freaking
Yeah.
awesome. I love it.
It's great.
So I'm really excited for season 2. So
Oh, same.
That's why I kept reading the manga. It gets really, really good. The story's amazing.
mhm.
Yeah, especially the way the first season ended. I thought it was done really well.
Same.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
The animation on
Princess
fire.
Hibana, and so I can't be mad.
Mhm.
The Speed Force kind of movement when they were walking really fast, that was awesome. That was really well done.
Yeah.
When
That's
Shinra
cool.
show was running, or like
Oh yeah.
that was just really dope. They actually captured like how fast they were doing in a real anime. Like
Yeah, I think they
usually,
did a really good job with that.
I want to ask 2 questions before we go in a bit. I want to ask Herms. I know that before you have had in your career with YouTube and everything, you went through some type of depression and everything like that. Like how, as a content creator, how do you feel like the best way to tackle it? Or like how do you feel about that? Like when is that comes more because of content creation, or is that the pressure? Is that more of the anxiety of trying to succeed? I want to know a bit more if you could answer that.
Well, my depression wasn't even caused by content creation. Actually, the content creation is actually what took me away from the depression.
Mm.
I think it was when it was too heavy when it affected the content creation for me.
Mm.
It was mostly, I think the part that involves the content creation besides that was that people would use the excuse, like when they use something against me, is they would use that, oh, but you're a YouTuber, it's fine. You have 20,000 subscribers, it's fine. Like it's not fine. I think what
Still a
helped
person.
Yep, exactly. I think that's why a lot of people forget that cancel culture is a very, very scary thing, and I also think it's a very dumb thing because we're human at the end of the day, and then also people put content creators on such a fucking high pedestal
Yep.
that it's like we're not allowed to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes. I don't have a clean past, so, and even now, like, I make a ton of mistakes from time to time.
Yeah.
So I think the best way, at least for me, it was to the point where it never showed on camera though. That's why I love video editing so much, because I got to cut that shit out when it would bother me.
Yeah.
But I started seeing a therapist, and that helped me out a lot. So
Yeah.
at least I'm able to like talk about things, the things that are in my head. I think the only time where it affects is where, for example, recently, this guy that I was really close to, I wasn't really close to him. I was just like acquainted with the guy.
Mhm.
I was acquainted with him through Roger and stuff. And he really wanted me to watch a specific anime, and I didn't want to watch it. So he got his fan base to go on my stream and spam watch JoJo, watch JoJo, watch JoJo. There it is. It's watch JoJo. And I didn't want to watch it because that's not the reason why I don't want to watch it, is because that shit gets shoved down my throat every single time. So I just told everyone, ignore it. Just ignore it. My mods, just ignore it. Let him say that. Whatever. So when I just ignored it, I didn't say anything back. Whatever. He gives me these long tweets about, he went racist too. He's like, you're just a chink. You're this and that. And I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I'm not even doing anything to you. That affected me because I'm just like, why are you being such a dick when I'm
Over anime? Ah,
That's just wild.
Yeah, no, but that's what happens.
Like people get crazy when it comes to fandom, and anyone.
Yeah, the fandom is crazy. Kind of like, well, this doesn't bother me, but like a fandom that's crazy is like the My Hero Academia shipping community, right? I got a fucking essay about why Deku and Todoroki are the real shit and not Deku and Ochako.
I remember they tweeted that. I remember.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I got a full-on essay.
Yes, right. It's true.
About why Deku and Todoroki are the real ship and not Deku and Ochako. See, Ray understands. That was my face when I was reading it.
And plus, James, you said something. We didn't hear you.
I want to see that argument. I want to know what they hit.
I don't know. It's buried. I was like, I am not reading.
It was probably like 2 months ago.
You can find some essays on my video if you want.
Yeah,
I don't want to know their reasoning.
I saw Ray. I saw the tweet. Ray, I saw the tweet. Out of curiosity, I read half the tweet just to see what it was, like the comment. And out of curiosity, I read it. I was like, I already got eyes rolling about 3 times because this person literally gave quotation, supporting detail. He literally wrote a thesis statement, and I'm like,
Just because you write an essay and have support detail, don't mean that you can't fail the class. Let me tell you,
I've been there.
Okay,
exactly.
So yeah, I don't care. Oh, I wrote my argument. Right one back. Man, you get out of here. No,
exactly.
No.
So that I think like anime fandoms are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
People will always try to find a way to like cancel you.
Like to me, out of all of the communities I've been with, with the comic book, movies, TV, anime, manga, and everything, it sucks to say, but the worst, more toxic community is anime manga because I feel like they're more defensive when it comes to those type of things. Like they're more like when you talk trash about One Piece and plus Hunter x Hunter, is never gonna come back. So like that, they get some type of defensive about like it's just a comment, it's just my opinion. There's no need to, get right up.
I mean, it also comes to like the anime community has been shunned by a lot for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
just like a couple years ago, watching anime was a children's thing, right? Watching anime was only things that nerds and dirty people do, right? Now anime, and that's
what do you hear? These stuff, damn.
No, really, like in high school, people would get bullied if you watched anime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
You were frowned upon if you watched anime.
I
had
bullied.
to hide the fact that I watched anime, right? But then I think like now that anime has become popularized, a lot of fandoms feel like they can openly express, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think everyone's definitely entitled to hate what they hate, like what they like. But then it's like when they
arc was just okay.
Yeah, like it's just like when they shove that shit down your throat. Like, god damn, I just don't like it. Well, you have to like it because of this, and this.
You have to like it because I like it, and if you don't like it, that means you hate me.
But it's not only the anime community; it's like video game community. It's everything.
Yeah,
it's everything.
Yeah, so like Iron Man 3 is actually enjoyable entertainment to an extent.
You're allowed to believe that.
You're allowed to believe that.
You're allowed to believe that.
Well, I mean, it's okay that you know what's true. It's fine.
Yeah, but like it was a video that Roger and me made a long time ago. Is that you're entitled to your opinion. It's just an opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. It's just when you just tell people they're wrong, especially when it's an opinion versus like actual fact. But that's just how it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
just like what from Tyrone said, he said hardcore nerd community goes that hard because that's all they have. Sadly,
that's real sad.
That's very sad.
That's just sad.
It's true.
That's sad,
and it's very sad. And
go find somebody to simp for. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, I think true. People will just like what they like. They'll hold their beliefs true to them. So you just gotta let them. You just gotta let them ride for it. Yeah. That's why I just say like when the people are just like shoving JoJo down my throat, telling me to watch it, like just let them. It's fine. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna watch it, but okay.
So would you say that's the least thing you would like about content creating, like about the community? Because it's like that's what is the least part. Like not saying the community overall, but like the toxic side. Because what I was gonna lead to is that what's your favorite thing that you have done out of the years of being a YouTuber, a content creator? Like, what's your most memorable moment so far?
Well, the community, like when it comes to the community, I love it a lot. The anime community is so fun. They depending, because there's different sides of the community. There's like the elitists, the gatekeepers, and then there's people that are just very welcoming, and that's the majority. And I complain sometimes about like the toxic side because the toxic side is seen a lot, but then 100% fact, the majority, I would say even like 99% of anime fans are very welcoming. They're very open to having more people join and hop onto whatever bandwagon anime that is really hype. And I think the best part about being a YouTuber, especially, is being able to be friends with the people, like my viewers and stuff, but also being friends with the people that I've used to watch in the past. Like friends with Roger, right? I was friends with Etika, friends with Heavenly. I'm friends with Foreverworld. Like it's like I build these friendships with people that I never fathomed that I can be friends with. And on top of that, what makes it even better is like meeting people who watched my videos who'd come up to me and like, hey, we love your content, it's so much fun. And even if they come to me to disagree with with my opinion, the mere fact that they watched my video is, and just says, regardless of your opinion, it was like I enjoyed it. It's I feel like that was like probably the best part. I think last year Anime Expo was like the biggest. I had like my first meet and greet, and just having people want to take pictures with me. I think that was like the weirdest, but the most awesome at the same time. So I think just meeting the people that are a part of the community is probably the best.
I could relate and preach to that, because when I went to Anime Manga, see, I've gone to New York Comic Con, I've gone to other cons, I have met celebrities that I've watched when I was a kid and everything. But to actually meet you, Herms, Heavenly, and King Vader in like the whole weekend and everything, this con was actually more memorable and entertaining, because actually meet you who have watched your videos for 2+ years, Roger 3+ years, plus Heavenly and everything, to actually meet you guys, actually just party with you guys. Even I didn't party with you, Herms, because you was doing work. I was partying with Heavenly and then spend money, which I should have not bought them drinks. So what you told me.
That's your mistake.
I was like, why did you? I was like, Heavenly could buy his own drink.
I know.
What are you doing?
I know. When both Anthony just told me like, yo, you should buy a drink. I'm like, I was already intoxicated with Cypher and everything. So I was like, sure, yeah, why not? I bought them 2 rounds, and I bought my friend George in the chat drinks too, and everything. So I'm like, sure, I'll buy you a drink. So I'm like, why not buy them drink? They should buy, me and or Cypher at least. We're the friends, we're the fans and everything. Why are we buying them drinks?
I mean, that's your mistake, and you just learned. Now you just learned it, so you're fine.
Yeah.
I want to ask the question before we end. If you can talk to your younger self with the 3,000 subscribers or even less numbers, what advice would you give him to your younger self?
Like when I was starting YouTube at 3,000, or just like a younger
or,
version
or
of
like a younger version of you. Like, what advice would you give yourself?
Okay, let's do it in 2 parts. So if it was like a younger version of me, like let's say high school, I tell him just be open about being a weeb, but still be cool. And really focus on making videos, because I did enjoy making videos in high school, but I just didn't know what direction I was going. I would have told myself there's going to be YouTube, focus on that. I would totally be in a different place if I started when I felt like starting. Because I felt like it's never too late to start something, but then if I started back then, I would be in a different place.
Right.
And then if it was me 3,000 subscribers ago, I would sit down and talk to them about how to edit videos, and also tell myself to drop let's plays on the channel and just start anime, because I started anime, but I didn't do the reaction stuff to like last year, I think. Like early last year, end of 2017, no, 18, and 2018, I started dabbling in the reaction stuff. But I would tell myself like, change it up, because this shit ain't working. So it was like when I would tell myself what I'm doing now to do it back then, just to get ahead of the game. That's pretty much it. Also, don't buy stupid shit. I bought a bunch of stupid shit.
Well, I think that's a lesson that no one's gonna listen to. We're all gonna buy stupid shit.
And Ray and James, do you guys have any last questions for Herms before we go? Any stuff you guys want to ask or come up to?
No, I'm just like I'm really glad that you took some time to be here, man. Like I really appreciate it because we know time is very valuable. So like honestly,
No, it's perfect that Black Clover's not happening yet. So I was like, oh, Tuesday? Oh yeah,
perfect timing.
Yeah.
And James,
It was just great to have you on the podcast, man.
I
Or
appreciate it.
come back on again.
No, yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah, you have to come on and play Sam's Jeopardy game.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The wholesome Jeopardy game. Very wholesome indeed.
It's not wholesome at all.
you should know this, Herms. You should definitely. You will probably skill at this. You might, win some.
You actually probably really good at this.
Probably
You're
very
right.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just let me know when.
If you know about some horse hentais, then you definitely will win this. Because I'm like, whoa, I don't know. You definitely have some experience in that type of territory.
I'm experienced. All right.
Nah,
But one thing I give props to you as well, for you to stream after work and also stream at 2 a.m. our time or 3 a.m. our time, because I've been going right about to go to bed and then get a notification. Herms was live. I'm like, but it's 3 a.m. But wait, it's 3 a.m. for me, but his time it's like 11 p.m. So it's like,
Yeah, like I'm about to stream after this too, like maybe in like 30 minutes.
so like I gave props to you that because that's a lot of work, like being a podcast, working the day, but then you stream later at night. Like that's hustle right there. Like you actually put the time in.
Yeah, it's hustle, but then like at the same time, when it becomes something that you really like, it's not even a hustle. It's just something that you really like.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just really like to do it.
Mhm.
So
I agree.
The only thing that it just takes time. So
Great, sounds cool. All right. So before I go and lurk your channel for on your Twitch when watching,
And watch you shave your hair off and hopefully not cut
I'm
your
not gonna
finger off.
shave it completely.
Sorry. Now, oh wait, Ray don't know. He's gonna cut his hair with a scissor, not a clipper, not a razor, nothing.
Yeah.
He's gonna cut his hair with scissors.
I got the scissors on my desk somewhere.
Uh-oh.
So
I'm gonna do it outside, so I'm gonna set up outside.
So I'm scared. I'm scared how he's gonna do that. I hope you have some mirrors behind you or something just to get it
I'll
done.
I'll figure it out.
But Sam, yeah.
Herms, can we have your plugs, please?
YouTube.com/Hermsaur, Twitch.tv/Hermsaur, Instagram.com/Hermsaur, I guess TikTok.com/Hermsaur. Everything on every platform, I'm Hermsaur.
It's on the description. It's in the description, so you can check out from right there. Links
That's
above.
called smart social media marketing right there.
There it is.
Ray, James.
James, take it away.
Yeah, you guys know where you can find me right here on this show every single week. You can also find absolutely everything that I do at see4spoilers.com. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am posting videos on there weekly. I'm going to be doing some reaction videos, movie reviews. Follow me over there.
Yeah, and I love to do some anime reactions on the Anime Lately channel, so you've seen me there. We're doing Tower God. I'm also claiming the God of High School, and then also have claimed Attack on Titan. So when that happens, trust me, I'll be there. But my main squeezes: Twitter, Twitch. Hit your boy up, Ray Apollo, RayAPollo. That's what we're doing. Tomorrow's Indie Day on Twitch, actually, so it'll be a good time. Yeah.
Sam.
Oh,
Me first? I can go first too.
Alright.
Thank you guys for watching. Herms here. I'm very excited. Like this one, the most excited. Like I think was the God Punch team. Roger and then Herms like is the most excited guy to actually have him on the show and everything. Like he's a guy that I got inspired by to actually do the editing style, the stuff. The funny clips I do to raise video all the time. It's the stuff I torture to raise videos mostly because of Herm's style and also all the things that I've watched. So it's very proud to have him here and thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully you guys enjoy the. Thank you guys for being here and watching the horse hentai type of podcast we had here in this one. Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me at Sam the Manga Man on IG, Twitter, wherever you can reach me. And this has been the Anime Lately podcast where we all bashed on Miguel, and that was fun. He wore Skechers, had the white t-shirt, yellow stains in there's white t-shirts, and all other stuff. So, hey, you guys, good night.
Thank you for listening and listing every single one. Thank you. Wow.
This is the end of the roast of Legendary Dash.